What is up, Cleveland Guardians fans? It is Guardians Baseball, Wednesday Night Baseball at that. Welcome into the channel. It is hump day here in Cleveland. Beautiful day in Cleveland. Not so great this morning, though, after the Cleveland Guardians dropped an absolute another loss against a bad team last night. I think the final was 8-3. Just an absolute, just horrible way again to start a series. Now, with that said, we finally won a series versus the LA Angels this weekend. I mean, it'd been over a month, but finally we got it done. So, welcome in, smash that like button. I am going to do play-by-play live reaction tonight. I'm putting up a poll question. Will the Guardians lose tonight? That's all the question is. It is simple as that, because if we lose another series against a bad team. An absolute awful game last night, and we're going to go over my three keys to the game, and we'll see what's going on with these Guardians today and see if they can't get something. But welcome in, friends. Wednesday late evening, actually. It feels like an afternoon because the sun is out. It's shining here in Cleveland, and as we move into summer, that sun just stays up later and later. But let's get to our lineups and then our three keys to the game today. We have the Chicago White Sox, same lineup as yesterday. Anderson, Benintendi, Robert, Moncada, Vaughn, Sheets, Grandelberger, and Alberto. So, I mean, that's a lineup that beat us. Why not stick with us, right? Let's stick with it. In the Guardian standpoint, I don't think that's the lineup. I think I botched the lineup. It's Quan, Rosario, Ramirez, Jimenez. I got to change that. I got to change the lineup because I didn't get around to it, but Jimenez is going to be in the two-hole tonight, so, I'm sorry, in the three-hole. He's going to be in the three-hole tonight, so let me change that. So who do we have? We got Rosario in the two-hole. I'll change that. Got him in the two-hole. We got, I know why Jimenez, because I believe Jose Ramirez is out. So Jimenez goes into the three-hole there, and then it's going to be Bell. Brennan's in the 5 tonight. How many ends does he have? Brennan. There we go. So Brennan's in the 5. I'll change that. What do we have in the 6? Oh, yeah, this new kid. I'm not sure I like this new kid, but we'll see what he does. The shortstop, I guess Tyler Freeman is not going to be starting at shortstop. You know, that kid, again, with Bo Naylor, they like so much of him, and they barely use him, so I don't know what we're doing here. Zanino is going to be in the 7th. That guy just continues to have strikeouts. We got, I'm sorry, no, what did I miss? Brennan is in the 5. Oh, Freeman is in the 6. God, I am all out of sorts now. So we got Freeman in the 6 hole tonight. Sorry, I did not have this prepared. Then 7 is, and I know Al's going to have to fix me here, but Rocio? I don't know how you say it. I didn't read anything on this kid but like a paragraph this morning when I saw that he was playing. Zanino's in the 8. And then we have Straw in the 9, and we'll get all that updated. And I'll get to my 3 keys to the game real quick. Actually, there's only 2 keys to the game tonight. There's only 2 keys to the game. There we go. Should be all updated on the screen now. There we go. Quan, Rosario, Jimenez, Bell, Brennan, Freeman, Rocio, Zanino, and Straw. Welcome in, guys. Glad you could see it. I was ill-prepared. We're about moments away for first pitch, and we're going to see a familiar face here with Mike Clevenger. 8 starts, 2-3 record, ERA 4.79. I'm going to go quickly over my 2 keys to the game. They're all really one. Will Battenfield be able to get his first ever win? 0-4, 5 innings. That's what we need from him. We need 5 good innings from him, and then give it off to our pen, and let's see if they can't hold it and give him a win. Also, let's get this guy, this is the second key to the game when it comes to offense. Let's get this guy some runs. In his last 4 starts, we've scored 2 runs. 2 runs in this guy's last 4 starts. Overall, I think in his last 6 starts, or in all 6 of his starts, we've only scored 8 runs. So we're only giving this guy like 1.3 run support each time he goes out. So let's see if we can't get something for Battenfield. and get the offense going a little bit. It just clearly every single night seems to be, can we get the offense going? And most nights, the answer to that is no. So we'll see what happens. I'll get you updated on scores throughout the league. We had a lot of afternoon games, a lot of good games going on, but we are going to get things kicked off here with Mike Clevenger, the familiar face, going up against Stephen Kwan, and an 8-10 start from Comerica Park there in Chicago. And let's see if Kwani can't start things off. We're underway in Chicago, and that is a 94-mile-an-hour fastball right down in the middle of the plate for a strike. And Kwan is down in the count 0-1. So, let's go. Let's get some runners on base. That's another thing we haven't been able to do is Kwan swings and misses, and it's 0-2. We just have not been able to score as early and often as we should. And I think maybe that's a little, that's a problem with the bullpen too. We're not coming in situations where we have a decent lead half the time. It's either a very close game or we're down in the game, and it just seems like our mental, focus just is not there. So we'll see. Clevenger 1-2 to Kwan. Rocks back and forth, and that is ball 2 outside at 95 miles an hour. Let's go. It is Wednesday night, and we have got to get a win. It feels like every time I live stream, we don't win, so maybe I just need to stop live streaming. 2-2 pitch on the way, and that is fouled out of play. And we'll do it again at 2-2 here with Kwani. I hope everybody's having a great week. We've lost a series to the Tigers, maybe 2 to the Tigers. I hope we don't lose. If we lose one of the White Sox, I might start betting the Kansas City Royals series that we face because we might lose that one too. Kwan does a nice job here, gets back to a full count. Clevenger went with a breaking ball, almost hit Kwan there on the kneecap, very inside. We'll see what Clevenger comes back with here. He has struggled. He's not been a very good pitcher ever since he left Cleveland. He's had some injury problems. That's up high, and that's going to put Kwan and a leadoff runner on first base here to start this game off. That is what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see off of Kwan. Let's see if we can't get something going early here with Clevenger maybe struggling out of the stretch a little bit. So we'll see. We'll see. Very early start to this game. Clevenger, as we know, 6 pitches, but usually half the time goes with the 4-seamer. So Rosario batting .262 in the 2-hole here. And I hope he can let maybe Kwan see a couple pitches and take off. That's another thing Rosario hasn't done a great job of this year. He has not given Kwan any time to see any pitches to get some stolen bases. Kwan honestly should have at least maybe 15 stolen bases, but Rosario just doesn't help him out. Clevenger throws over, and Kwan slides headfirst back safely. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. I hope everybody's having a great day. Sun is out and shining here in Cleveland. Beautiful day also here in Chicago. Rosario has a 1-0 count. Set and delivery by Clevenger, and that is going to be swung on and grounded foul down the left field line. And it is even at 1-1. So Rosario, he's kind of been Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde there. 262, only 1 home run. He's had games where he's like 4 for 4, 5 for 5, then he's like 0 for 4, 0 for 5. So I wish he could have a little bit more consistency here. The 1-1 pitch coming up to Rosario, that is swung on and missed 1-2. That was a good slider off the plate there by Clevenger. I actually really liked Clevenger when he was with the Cleveland Indians back in the day. I really hated to see him go, and his career, it seemed like, stayed in Cleveland because it did not really go to the Padres. He's kind of bounced around. He's now with the White Sox. But I bet you he's loving this opportunity here. Rosario is going to line one to the left fielder, and a shoestring catch is made out there. So there's one down, and Kwan will have to stay at first base. That was Benintendi who made that catch there. So a good swing on the bat. Actually, if I was a betting man, and I am, a live bet with Rosario maybe homering in this game might not be too bad of a bet. He put a nice swing on that. I liked his swing. We'll see. So Jimenez is in the 3-hole with Ramirez, I think, on bereavement, if I'm not mistaken. 234 average here for Jimenez. I'd like to see him, quite honestly, more at the top of the lineup for more games than just when Ramirez isn't there. I'd like him to switch maybe interchangeably with, Rosario sometimes. But Tito just likes him at the bottom. First pitch to him after a throw over to Quan. That is going to be right down the middle at 93 at 4-seamer that he likes to throw. Clevenger puts it right over the plate. So, runner on first, one down, top first. Just getting underway here at Comerica Park in Chicago. And we'll see if the Cleveland Indians can get this series tied up and get a rubber match going for tomorrow. 0-1 pitch. Jimenez takes this into center field. A lazy fly ball, and that's going to be caught there. So 2 down here in the top of the first, and it is going to be up to Josh Bell. The switch hitting. Is he DHing tonight? I don't know if he's DHing. Because Naylor's out. I don't know. No, he's playing first tonight, so he is going to play first. 224 on the air, 3 home runs, 19 RBIs. Seems like forever ago he was just batting under a buck, but he's done much better. Zachary, what is up? Go try, man. And Bell rips this one down the right field line. It's going to go to the wall. That is Quan rounding third. He's going to go for home, and he's going to get there. There's no play really at the plate, and the Cleveland Guardians, the Cleveland used-to-be Indians, have taken a 1-0 lead in the top of the first on an RBI double by Josh Bell down the right field line. Wow! That is a way to start a game. It's about time we started a game like that. It seems like forever ago that we score first or actually get a lead. Now, Battenfield just needs to shut it all down, but we're not done here in the top of the first. We can still do some more damage. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. Let's go. Let's get the Guardians a win here. That is a fly ball to right center field. It's deep, it's far, and it's caught at the warning track. Damn. Brennan took a shot at that one. It went to the deepest part of the ballpark and hung up there and was caught on the warning track. But 1 hit, 1 run, and the Guardians will go to the bottom of the first with a lead against the Chicago White Sox. And now it's up to Mr. Battenfield to start getting through a couple innings with no damage done himself. Again, I talked about this at the top of the telecast. The run support for Battenfield has been atrocious. This guy has gotten 1.3 runs per game over the 6 starts of the season. On top of that, this is ridiculous. In his last 4 starts, we have scored 2 runs. Half a run a game the Cleveland Guardians have scored. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous, the offense we're putting out there. I can go to some team stats here in the commercial break, but it's absolutely ridiculous. Al, I love his optimism. Al, welcome in, friend of the channel. Guardians score first, they won't score again. I mean, it does feel like that. It absolutely feels like we do score in the first 3 innings, and then we just get shut down. But to go back to some team stats, we have crept up the batting average a little bit. I don't know if that's us getting better. Actually, it is. We went from, last Friday, we went from 222 to 230 as a team hitting. We are now only 5th worst. We were second worst for a long time. But the Oakland A's, the Detroit Tigers, the Seattle Mariners, and the Padres have all now fallen below us. In the home run department, which we have been in last place the entire season, we're still there also with only 23. So we'll see what we can do. This man needs no introduction. He's had some great starts. Peyton Battenfield. He is 0-4, but as I mentioned, I'm not sure half of those are even his fault. The Minnesota Twins one was a little ridiculous. He gave up 2 solo shots and we couldn't score any runs. So we'll see. First pitch ball there to Tim Anderson, 257. The lip readers really got on Tim Anderson this past week about saying something on first base. Nobody really knows what he said. Whoa! Steven Kwan makes a diving catch as Anderson ripped that into left center, and Kwan took maybe a little bit of a Superman leap and grabs that And there is one exciting first out of the bottom of the first. Wow. Tim Anderson, by the way, did put a rope on that ball. And Quan! Woo! That is a gold glover out there. Yes, sir. He looked really good on that. Absolutely loved it. Nice catch there by Quan. First pitch is Battenfield's working quickly here to Benintendi. That is going to be a strike 0-1 to him. We'll get you updated after the first on scores all around the league. There is a shot into right, and it's going to drop for a single. You know what? I'm a little disappointed in Brennan over there. I'm not 100% sure if he hustled like Quan did on the last place, on the last ball out there, that he couldn't have got to it. It looked like Brennan immediately gave up on that ball. So I'm not really thrilled with Brennan in his effort there. Oh, Al, man. I'll get into Zunino when he gets up. I'm going to rip Zunino a new one. Oh, yeah. I know, man. I know, Al. He's just all over the place. He can't field. How many catcher interferences has he had? Or was that Gallagher who had the other one? I can't remember. So, Robert Jr. up 274 in the 3-hole with a runner on first. Nubs one off the end, and it's 0-2 quickly to him. Yeah, Zunino's on my... As you all see, Zunino's strikeout tracker's at 44. The guy has averaged about two strikeouts over the last, I think, 16, 17 games. Crazy. Absolutely nuts. I'll get into him and everything he stands for when he gets up to the plate, as I do have his game logs up, because I do want to talk more about him and how I just don't understand how we keep going with this guy. 0-2 pitch coming to Robert Jr. with a runner on first. And Battenfield's going to take his time here. Check the runner. And he is going to throw over. God, I don't know what he was doing. If he was just waiting for the pitch count to get all the way down to 1. But that just was... See, I'm not sure in that situation if it doesn't make it seem like the game's going longer when they just stand there waiting for the pitch count to go down. That is a ball in the dirt. A good stop for once by Zunino behind the plate. And it's going to be 1-2 here for Robert Jr. Coming in, smash that like button. Excited to be here. I will be back here Friday night, so just in 2 days. I will welcome in, and there's that was a ball ripped down the left field line, and that is just foul. So it's going to stay 1-2 here to Robert Jr. But this Friday we have the Mets. We're going to New York, so I'll be here for the Mets on Friday night, and then Sunday night baseball is actually going to be the Mets and the Guardians, so I'll be here too. Battenfield strikes out Robert Jr. There's 2 outs in the inning with 1 on base. Let's go. That's a good pitch there. Nice breaking ball. Fooled, I think, Robert Jr. Yeah. He swung right over top of it. So, yeah, I'll be here Friday for the Mets. I'll be here Sunday for Sunday Night Baseball for the Mets. Looking forward to that. Hockey playoffs, when it comes to my family, all over. Seattle Kraken lost in 7. Disappointing. So, first pitch ball to Moncada. And it is 1-0 to him. Runner on first, 2 outs here, bottom 1. If you're just joining us, Stephen Kwan scored from first with 1 out in the top of the first on a Josh Bell double. There's a pop fly to Rosario. I don't know why he's calling anyone off, but he is going to... I'm sorry, that's not Rosario. I'm sorry, that is the new kid. What's his name? Rocio? Is it Rocio? Am I saying that right, Al? Rocio? I hope so. But that is the third out of the inning. We go to the top of the second, and it is 1-0 Guardians. 1 hit, but no damage done there for the Chicago White Sox. Let's go to scores around the league. Let's get an update on what's going on. Orioles 3-1 over the Angels at the moment, bottom 6. Marlins 4-2 over the Nats. That one's in the top of the 7th. Yankees, Blue Jays, scoreless, mid-5 there. Good pitching battle between Garrett Cole and Chris Bassett. Top 3 in the Fenway, and Boston has put up a 3 spot in the first and a 6 spot in the second. and they lead 9-0 on 10 hits over the Seattle Mariners. Although the Mariners do have the bases loaded in the top of the third with 2 outs. Mets-Rays, 1-0 Rays. That one's end of 5. Cardinals have a 1-0 lead over the Brewers at the mid-third. Braves-Rangers. Braves up by 2 in the top of the second. Cubs up 3-1 in a very eventful first inning. And that is about all that is going on at the moment. Pirates blanked the Tigers 8-0 earlier today. Rockies 11-6 over the Reds. We had the over in that game today. Absolutely easy winner there. And the first 2 games of that series, I believe, went way under. So you knew it was coming. 25 hits in that game. Dodgers 7-3 over the Twins. I had the Twins. That's a loser there. Athletics lose 3-5 to the Diamondbacks. Giants win 7-4 over the Phillies. And the Royals beat the Padres 4-3 in San Diego. So we'll keep you updated on all the scores. Roy Keough. Oh, Roy Keough. Okay, thank you, Al. I always go to Al. He knows how to do it. Like I said, I only read like a paragraph about that guy today. First pitch from Clevenger to start the second inning here to Freeman, who's batting .364. Now listen, I saw Freeman, I saw Bo Naylor, I saw Will Benson, who's no longer with us, for years at Lake County, okay, for some time there, as Clevenger pitches, and that's low in the dirt, 1-1. I'll tell you, I'm not a big fan of Freeman, but he is way better than Bo Naylor. So I appreciate this kid being up here, and hopefully he can do some good things for us. 1-1 pitch coming to Freeman. He has so far .364, and there is a line drive to third, bobbled and picked up and thrown out at first is Freeman. He made it close, though. He's got some speed. So 1 out here in the top of the second. Roy Keough. I'll have to get used to saying that. Roy Keough. So that's the gentleman at the plate, Roy Keough. And up on the screen, they say opportunity knocks for this youngster, and it does. You know, Jose Ramirez is on bereavement. We'll see who gets sent down once he comes back. It's not necessarily going to be this guy, but it might be if he keeps swinging at and tomahawking the first pitch, and it's taken by Moncada on the pitcher's mound, and there's quickly 2 outs. That's probably not the best pitch you want to swing at as a young hitter there. Now Mike Zunino, and let's get on this guy. Mike Zunino is, again, and I'm gonna say it for the rest of my life, the worst hitter to ever be in the entire major leagues. And for the fact that he's been in since 2012 blows my mind. This guy's 0 for 25 as he takes a first pitch strike right down the middle. This guy is 0 for 25 with 19 strikeouts in the month of May alone. 0 for 25 with 19 strikeouts. And he's going to foul one down the right field line, and now he's 0-2. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 straight games with a strikeout. The record, if I'm not mistaken, we checked on this a few live streams ago, is at 35. He is just about there, halfway there. 0-2 pitch coming to Zunino. Clevenger sets, delivers, and Zunino strikes out, and it's getting ridiculous. This is absolutely getting ridiculous that anybody in the Cleveland Guardians organization, as we go to the bottom of the second, thinks that Mike Zunino should be a hitter in the major leagues. I just don't understand. He takes a first pitch strike every single time. He fouls usually one off, and then he swings and misses on something away. I mean, it's my unborn child that is not even a glimmer in anyone's eye right now in my family could strike out Mike Zunino. My swimmers that create my unborn child could strike out Mike Zunino right now. I was really hoping his first time up he would get a home run, and he still might today. But if that's how that is just classic Zunino starting the first time up. God, this guy's awful. 45 strikeouts. I'm going to close the book on him right now for one more thing until he gets up next time. But listen to this. On Monday, April 10th, he had a .320 batting average, and everybody was going nuts. Now, let me remind you, at that point, he had played 2, 4, 6, 8 games. He had played 8 games. Everybody was going nuts. I still stood behind the fact that he was a bad hitter. Ever since April 10th, he has gone all the way down to about 160. Okay? He's batting 160. 320 to 160. And he's now 0 for 26 with 20 strikeouts in the month of May. I'm going to leave it at that and wait till he gets up next time to see what he does. So, oh, God. I just cannot. I'm trying to get off. I got to get off. He's going to be the end of me. By the way, for any of you, I did lose a bet a long time ago. I did shave my head, so all the hair is gone. I do pay up my debts. I did lose a bet a long time ago. I did shave my head. It's summertime, though, so it doesn't really hurt me too much. Oh, all right, so here we go, bottom 2, and we're going to see, I believe, Vaughn, Sheets, and Grandal up. And here's Vaughn, Rookie of the Year, and that is a first pitch pop-up. Brennan looks over, but Straw is there, and he'll take it. So, 1 down on 1 pitch here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. I like Battenfield. I think he does a good job of working fast and making pitches to allow others to put the ball in play and really let his defense work behind him. You know, I think that's what he needs to do, and I think that's a good recipe for success with these guys. If they can, I mean, there's a different defense out there than there was when we were making all those errors in the first couple of weeks of the season. So, yeah, Al, you're right. You're right. He is. Yeah, and I haven't even. Yeah, I never even got in. Not once did I even just mention how bad he is behind the plate. Now, with that said, I think Naylor's worse. 1-2 pitch coming to Sheets. Swung over top of that one. So Battenfield up 1-2 on him in the count. Al. Not by much, though. Not by much. Not by much. Don't forget, Poker Club tomorrow night. For those of you in the Poker Club, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you register for that tournament. It is now 3-2 to Sheets, and Battenfield's kind of lost him a little bit here, missing with 2 balls after he had him 1-2. So we'll see what Battenfield goes to on the 3-2. He sets and delivers the Sheets. That is right down the middle, and Sheets absolutely crushes it. It is a no-doubter, absolutely crushed to deep center field, and it is 1-1. And, you know, this has been the MO for Battenfield, man. He gives up solo shots, and on a 3-2 pitch, he absolutely left that in the only part of the plate that you could not. And Sheets is not really a true power hitter, but he crushes that 407 feet, and now it is a 1-1 game. I mean, 93 miles an hour sitting right over the middle of the plate. I mean, to be honest, it looked like Sheets was dead-eyeing that the whole time. Oh, and he puts on the White Sox cowboy hat, which, I mean, if you're going to be a bad team, like, those gimmicks, not necessary. There's a rolled ground ball to first. Bell picks it up, steps on first, and now there's 2 down. So, 2 down, bottom 2, and now a tie game at 1. Oh, and we're going to see Berger come in here. JD, man, his MO is these solo shots. And again, though, I'm going to say, I don't, like, listen, if he gives up 3 runs and they're all, you know, solo home runs, I really don't care too much. I mean, it is a little worrisome that he gives up that many home runs. But if there's nobody on base and he only gives up 3 runs over 5, I'm not going to hate him too much. What I am going to hate is if our offense can't give this guy any more than, like, 1.3 runs per game. 2 outs, bottom 2, and that is a horrible swing by Berger there. I think it's Berger, but I like saying Berger. It's Berger, but I like saying Berger. There is a roll. Oh, there's a single that got past short and third, and there's going to be a runner on first. Damn it. So hopefully the 2-out bug doesn't hit the White Sox again tonight, and they go on a little run here, but Alberto is going to be the number 9-hole hitter. Let's see if we can't get him out and save the top of the lineup till next inning. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button for me. It is Wednesday Night Baseball, and Alberto is going to be the hitter with 1 on and 2 out here in the bottom of the second. Battenfield almost threw that back to the plate, or back to the backstop. So 1-0 to Alberto, 254 on the season. And that is hung over the plate again. It is deep left field, but Quan is going to be on the warning track and get it. I'll be honest with you, I'm not... Battenfield, I know we're going to the top of the third and we only gave up the 1 shot, but he's leaving some over the middle of the plate that are a bit concerning to me. So, we go top 3, 1-1, Guardians and White Sox. Let's get that run back, man. Let's get that run back. Just some sort of offense would be fantastic. I would really appreciate some sort of offense if we could. Just one time, right? One time. All right, let's see what I bet today. There were a couple early games that are already finished that I kind of mentioned before. I only had 4 bets today. I had Minnesota money line that lost. I had Cincinnati, Colorado over 11.5. That was a winner. I have Toronto money line. That's in play. That's our Patreon pick. And then our other Patreon pick for our higher tier was actually that was Cincinnati, Colorado. That already won. But the other play is in the NBA. I did take Boston Celtics -8 tonight. I'm not a big NBA bettor, but I do like them. What's up, Eddie? What do you think? Boston -8 tonight? Do you like it? That's what I took. I'm not... I don't bet NBA a ton, but I did like this spot here. I don't know. Anybody bet NBA, and what'd you guys like? Al, I hope so, man. But I'm not as worried about the pitching as I am the offense, quite honestly. I'm very worried about the offense that we are putting out on the field. And the thing that I think is so bothersome about the offense is the fact that, listen, I mean, you could do something about the offense. You could bring guys up. You could send guys down. You could switch up the lineup. It just seems we're not doing too much to want to try to change our offense at this point. And now we're almost 40 games into the season, or more than 40, right? We're somewhere right around there. Oh, Al, you went Heat +8.5. Well, you got the hook. How about it ends 8? I'll take the push. You can win. There's a double down the left field line by Miles Straw to lead things off here in the top of the third. And that's what I like. That's what I like to see. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I absolutely love to see that. Love to see that. Let's go. So, leadoff double by Miles Straw. So, no outs. Runner on second. Top of the order. Quan is had a great at-bat. Walked in his first appearance there in the first inning. Came around to score on Josh Bell's double. Takes his strike on the outside corner at 93. So, Clevenger 0-1 to Quan. Runner on second in Straw. Takes his lead. He's not going to go, and that is outside at 94. I assume we won't see Straw go here, especially with a left-hand batter at the plate, and the fact that Quan is going to more than likely put the ball in play. Yeah, Eddie, I will say Jimmy Butler is that guy. There's a ground ball. That'll get Straw over to third. It's a ground out to second, but it gets the job done, really. So we don't even need to get a hit here to score a run. Although we've struggled quite a bit with runners in scoring position with less than 2 outs, or runners on third with less than 2 outs, and getting that run home. So, runner on third, not first. There we go. Top 3. I hope so, Al. That's what we need. That has been a huge problem. We can't get those crooked numbers. Let's see if Rosario, who hit the ball well, and a shoestring catch was made. That goes up the middle to Clevenger, and he grabs it. He eyes Straw back to third, and there's 2 outs now. And now, damn. Why? I don't understand. Rosario always swings early, in situations with guys in scoring position, and it never works out. And if he would do what he did in the first at bat, where he took his time, waited for a pitch, and got one over across, the middle of the plate, like, he'd be more successful with runners in scoring position. I just don't understand why he swings early in those situations. I mean, I understand if it would, work and people, I don't know. I think Clevenger knew he was going to swing, and that's why he threw him a breaking ball there away. Ends up being a ground out back to the pitcher. We got a 1-0 count with Jimenez here in the 3-hole tonight with Ramirez on bereavement. 2 outs, top 3 here, and that is low. 2-0 to Jimenez with Josh Bell, who drove in the only run tonight for the Guardians, on deck. Come on, let's go. Let's get something. Let's do it. I know we can do it. We can do it. We can put up a crooked number. By the way, when I hear crooked numbers, I just want y'all to know, I don't mean 2. I mean 3+. That is a crooked number to me. I know 2 technically is a crooked number, but 3, 4, 5, that's what we need to start putting up. I mean, the White Sox, who put up a 6 spot, 3-0 pitch to Jimenez. That's a 4-pitch walk, and Clevenger is now going to have runners on the corner with Josh Bell, who had doubled his last time up. Let's see if we can't get another hit by Bell. He did a nice job hitting that as they show the replay. He just rolled his hands over, took it down the right field line there. Great job. What's up, Billy? Grandstadians. I love that. I'm going to have to make some t-shirts with that. I'm going to have to, Grandstandians. Grandstandians. And the back end of it kind of, reminds you of the Cleveland Indians. I love it. I love it. First pitch ball there to from Mike Clevenger to Josh Bell, 1-0 to him. Let's see if we can't, you got to take some pitches out if you're Rosario. You just got to. And we just saw what happened with Jimenez. He took 4 in a row. And he's now on first base. So Bell, 1-0 count. Clevenger sets and delivers. That's high. He's now thrown 6 straight balls. And if I'm Bell, and Jimenez ran there, and he's going to be at second base. So we got our runners on second and third, and 2 outs here in the top of the third. Man, he got a great jump. And that's why they didn't throw them. The guy didn't even cover. 2-0 pitch coming to Bell. That is down low, 7 straight balls, and it's 3-0. And now, if I'm Bell, I'm sitting there with a Dixie Cup strike zone. And if that pitch is not there, I'm going to let him load the bases up until this guy can throw a strike. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. 3-0 count to Bell. 2 outs, 2 on. And that is right down the middle, 3-1. To be fair, that was a great pitch. It was a little to the right, little off the plate. Just caught the corner there, I think. It's not something I think Josh Bell was going to swing at. He likes inside, most likely. 3-1. And that is swung on and rolled over to second base. That's not going to get the job done. I can't hate Bell too much. He did double and, drive in that first run of the game. But we go bottom 3, and it's still tied at 1 in Comerica Park. Oh, man. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's get you updated on some scores around the league. Baltimore 3-1 over the Angels in the 7th. Miami Marlins 4-3 over Washington. Toronto Yankees still tied at 0 in that pitching battle between Garrett Cole and Chris Bassett. That's bottom 6. Boston 9-1 over Seattle. Tampa 1-0 over the Mets. St. Louis 1-0 over the Brewers. Atlanta 2-0 over the Rangers. And the Cubs 3-1 over the Astros. So, lots going on. That's all the games. It is a travel day, so that's all the games. Nothing else later to start. Who do we have coming up? I believe we are at the top of the order with Anderson, Benintendi, and Robert Jr. So the 1, 2, 3 coming up here in the Chicago half of the third inning. And let's see if we can't get something going here. Oh, hey! Billy, I was wondering who that was. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, hey, if you could you have them just email me so I can get them on the loop with the poker club? That would be awesome. if he could just shoot me an email and say, hey, I joined, and this is my username, just so I can match who it is with a name. If he could just email grandstandbetters@gmail, that would be fantastic. Because then I also do want to put him on the Poker League, on the weekly chain as well. Thanks, Billy. I do appreciate it. Thank you, sir. I was trying to figure out who that was. I mean, I keep promoting it all around everywhere. I mean, I do have overall social media presence. I have about 17,000 people who I've been trying to promote it to, and I know we only have about 12 members or so. But I can't wait till that gets big. It should be fun. We should have a good game. I think we have 8 people registered for tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that. It should be a nice game. Maybe we can get a couple more, get a full table at least. But hey, 8, if you're hitting 85% of your members joining in, I love it. So should be fun tomorrow. Tim Anderson takes strike 1, and that is lined up the middle on the second pitch, and it's going to be a single. So Anderson leads off the bottom of the third for the White Sox here, and that is not somebody you want to lead off an inning because he can steal bases. He will steal bases, and Mike Zunino's behind the plate. So most total home runs per game by ballpark shown on the screen here. It's not Comerica. It's guaranteed rate. Sorry, I keep saying Comerica because in my mind that's what it is. Just like it's Jacobs Field. It's guaranteed rate. Well, I can guarantee Battenfield's always going to give up a home run here. First pitch strike to Benintendi, and that he was 1 for 1 with a single last time up. Batting .276, no home runs on the year. That kind of scares me because he can hit home runs, and I hate for Battenfield to Anderson was running. Zunino jumped out of his stance, but it was fouled off. Awesome, Billy. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. It'll be fun. You'll have a good time. So Tim Anderson was running there. 0-2 is now the count to Benintendi. And we'll see if Anderson decides to go again. And what are we going to get here? Timeout by the pitcher? I think we got a timeout by the pitcher. Nope, by the hitter. Sorry. Timeout by the hitter. So 0-2 count. Anderson on first. Let's see if he goes again. The set. And Battenfield is going to throw one over the middle of the plate. It's popped up. It's in foul territory. Zunino gives it a look. And so does Tyler Freeman, who almost made the catch, who came out of nowhere. Zunino gave up on it immediately. Just another thing that guy just doesn't know how to do. And it'll stay 0-2 here. Freeman makes a nice effort. Ooh, and it goes out of his glove. Gosh darn it. Man, close. All right, so 0-2. 0-2 to Benintendi. Runner on first. Nobody out here. Bottom 3. That one is fouled off again. We'll do it at 0-2 once more. Battenfield, 32 pitches here through 2+ innings in the game. And the one, now it's 1-2. Yeah, that was high. I thought they were going to call that strike. So 1-2 now to Benintendi. 1-2, bottom 3, nobody out, 1 on. Tim Anderson might run on this pitch. We'll see what he does. Battenfield delivers, and that is swung on. It's into center field. Anderson was not running, but he will still trot back to first as there's 1 down here now. And we will see Robert Jr. come up with Moncada on deck. Junior's hit 12 home runs on the season. Sprayed them mostly to left field. A couple to right. He's had some big ones. So Robert Jr. steps in. 0 for 1 on the night. Takes a breaking ball on the outside corner, and it's strike 1. Luis Robert Jr., 272, 12 home runs, 28 RBIs. One of the lights at the end of the tunnel for this bad Chicago team. Anderson goes, and Mike Zunino doesn't even get close to throwing him out. And that is now a runner on second with 1 out. Mike Zunino almost threw that into center field, it looked like. Yeah. God. Jimenez had to jump to get that as Tim Anderson, 6th stolen base of the season. And that is going to be Robert Jr. fouling off a good pitch there. It's 1-2 to him. Yeah, I'll tell you, we knew Anderson was going to go once he got on base with nobody out. It was just when and where, and he tried once, he got fouled off. Second time he went, easy stolen base. So 1-2 to Robert. The set and the delivery, that is swung on, spoiled again. Great slider off the plate. Robert reaches out and just nicks that one foul. So we'll do it again at 1-2. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. We're already at 10. Let's hit 20. I know we can hit 20. The 1-2 pitch to Robert Jr. That is swung on and popped straight up into shallow center. Straw's coming on. He's going to call off Jimenez, and he'll take that for the second out of the inning. So Battenfield, who's kind of put a runner on almost every inning here, has flirted with maybe some issues, but for the most part, when there has been a runner on, he's worked very well, and there hasn't been too much worry in those runners scoring. The only problem he has is giving up a home run. He continually keeps doing that. Moncada's the batter, batting lefty here against Battenfield. Runner on second's Anderson, and that's a first pitch ball just outside the zone, up a little high at 86. 309 for Moncada, 2 home runs on the season. People don't want to pitch to him. That's probably why Robert's getting so many home run chances, and he's already put up 12. He's probably seeing some good pitches before this gentleman steps up to the plate. 2-0 pitch coming from Battenfield. And that is swung on and missed. It's 2-1. Jimmy Butler's already going in. Let me see. I didn't even pull up the score. What's the score? They're down by 1, Boston? We'll see. I just can't believe Miami's that offensively good. 2-1 pitch. That is swung on and check swing, and it is called a strike. 10 points in 1 quarter? Listen, if you want to give Jimmy Butler all the... that's fine. He's going to have to score... At that pace, he's going to have to score 50. Swung on and missed, and Battenfield gets another strikeout, and that'll end the 3rd inning. We go top 4. Cleveland 1, Chicago White Sox 1. Let's go. Come on. Let's get some runs. Let's put up some offense. Let's do something. The Cleveland Guardians got to do something, right? Just one time. No changes in any scores. Yankees, Toronto, top 7, still 0-0 there. Nothing else, though. Nothing else going on. He might do that. Didn't somebody put up 50 the other day? Who was that? I can't remember who that was. Who just put up 50 the other day? I can't remember. Also, I'm seeing Jimmy Butler shot 7 times already. Out of their, 12, 13, 14, 15. I mean, when you're shooting more than half the team's shots, you're going to score points. Tatum, 1 for 2 from 3. I did do a prop bet on my just personal betting on him over 3.5, just for fun. Oh, was it Tatum? Okay. I knew it was somebody I couldn't remember. I rarely watch the games in NBA. I rarely bet them too. I'm not a huge bettor, but if there's something I see, like today, I think, what did I see? I saw a ton of money coming in on Miami, and the line was then it was like some reverse line movement I saw, and that's kind of I think why I went with Boston. I'll play some reverse line movement in the NBA. Everywhere else, I just, because it's the only sport I really don't handicap. So, yeah. Here we go. Clevenger to start off the top of the 4th, pitching. Will we see Zunino in this inning? I think we will. Brennan, Freeman, Rocchio, and then Zunino. Maybe. If the inning's going well, we'll see Zunino, which means if the inning's going well, it could end pretty abruptly with him at the plate. He's going to start Clevenger out. Brennan with a strike. 0-1. 0-1. And now it is 1-1. Jack? Oh, can I get some water? Oh, sorry. Sorry, thanks. Billy, you're secretly a White Sox fan? Oh, man, really? Al, you went Tatum under 29.5, Butler over, D. White over PRAs. Yeah, that's another way I'll only bet the NBA. Mostly player props. I won't do sides too often. I keep saying that, but I don't know why I took. There's a single up the middle by Brennan, and we got a leadoff runner again here in the top of the fourth. Yeah, I usually will only do player props, if anything, when it comes to the NBA. And I know I'm saying that right now, which is kind of funny because tonight I did take a spread. But I did do a personal bet I took Tatum over 3.5 threes. I think he shoots a ton of threes tonight. He already made one, so one per quarter is all I need, right? One per quarter. If he gets that, though, I'm worried about your over. There's a shot into left field, and that is going to be a single. They're going to hold him to a single, and that was, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Freeman, who continues to be on a tear. So let's go, Freeman. Let's get it done, buddy. Let's get it done. A single's into left field. We got runners on first and second with nobody out. Thank you. Sorry. Billy, you've been a White Sox fan since you were a pup? Really? All right. That's all right, man. So Cincinnati and Chicago White Sox, there's a double play by the youngster Rocchio, and now there's 2 outs with Zunino coming to the plate and a runner on third. So what was a very good start to the inning, the youngster grounded into a double play, and it's just gone like that. So Rocchio, again, though, these guys, is Tito telling them to swing at the first pitch? It seems like every time there's runners in scoring position, the Cleveland Guardians are taking a book out of Rosario and swinging at pitches early in the count. I just don't get it. Clevenger to Zunino, strike one, swung on and missed. He was swinging for the fences there. Al, I know, me too, man. Why is he swinging there? 0-1 to Zunino. Runner on third, 2 outs. Clevenger sets, delivers, that's off the plate. Thinking maybe Zunino would foul that off. Yeah, they're going to be the end of me, Al. I don't know how much farther into this season I can do these live streams. And by the way, I need to go back and see what my record on the live streams is. It's pretty bad. Every time I do a live stream, we lose. There's a swing and a miss as the ball was in the dirt, but it looked like Zunino had taken out a sand wedge. The only thing is, I think he grounded his club a little, so that is a 1 penalty stroke if you're keeping score at home. It's 1-2 to Zunino, and it's become a laughable matter with this guy at the plate. 1-2. Clevenger sets and delivers, and it's up high at 94, so we even the count here at 2-2. Oh, man. Fun times. 2-2 pitch to Zunino. That is swung on and missed. Oh my God, Mike Zunino. I mean, I'm literally sitting here, guys. I'm sitting here thinking to myself, there's no way he can strike out again. I actually find myself rooting for this guy to strike out. I mean, and I'm not trying to go against the Guardians, but I'm just trying to, I just can't I don't know what to say anymore. I mean, I have beat this like a dead horse. Oh my God. We go bottom 4, and I'm just going to keep ranting during the commercial break about Mike Zunino because it's absolutely ridiculous. I have to change it to 46 strikeouts now. He's 0 for 27. I'm going to repeat this. He's 0 for 27 in the month of May, and of those 27 at-bats, he has struck out 21 times. He has struck out 21 times, and I can't do that in my head, but he is striking out at a 77% rate in the month of May when he is at the plate. That is absolutely ridiculous. I'm telling you right now, when Ramirez comes back, and I know Rocchio just grounded into double play, and I really honestly don't care. He's young, whatever, but we have to stop swinging at the first pitch. I'll tell you right now, Mike Zunino needs to be off this team the moment Ramirez comes back. If our organization thinks that they could keep this guy and he's going to be a benefit to this team, it is absolutely ridiculous. And I'm going to start boycotting the Guardians the longer they keep this guy on the team. I know Gallagher's only hitting like .051, but he also doesn't even get many at-bats. Yeah, it's May 17th, and we're 0 for the month. That's another great point, Al. Absolutely ridiculous. But can I just say that on day one of the season, 2 months before the season, I told everybody this is how it was going to be. I'm not right a lot of times. I'm wrong a ton of times. But when it comes to Mike Zunino, as Vaughn just hit one out of the park, and now there's another home run. I'm done. I'm so done with this team. And we're sitting here on May 17th. Batfield gives up, another solo shot. I'm just, the more that this continues to go on, I am just so over this team. I just don't get what our problem is. Billy, that's funny. That's funny. Oh. Batfield hangs another one up. Vaughn just takes that deep. I mean, this is ridiculous. I don't know what... Batfield is like Charlie Nagy of the 1990s. You remember that guy? God, he gave up some home runs too. 0-1, now 1-1 to Sheets, the number 6-hole hitter. Chicago White Sox have now taken the lead here in the bottom of the fourth. Consistency every single time with this team. Maybe take a 1-run lead, give up some runs in the middle, not score for the rest of the game. Even if you do score and you take the game back, then the bullpen comes in and they blow the lead. 2-2 to Sheets here. Nobody out, bottom four, 2-1 game. Gosh, darn it. It's ridiculous. It's so bad. Oh, all right. 2-2 count to Sheets. Let's see what Battenfield wants to do. I think Carl Willis is shaking his head on the screen right now like, I don't know what to do. You got, I tell him not to throw it over the plate, they throw it over the plate. I mean, Carl Willis didn't have this many problems with some earlier years in his career here with the Guardians. In fact, he had some of the best pitching staff that we've seen ever. 3-2 count now to Sheets as that one was in the dirt. Battenfield sets and delivers the full count, and that is popped up. Zunino's going for it. Please let Freeman get it. Thank you. And there's one out now in the bottom of the fourth inning. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. I'm taking pity likes now because that's what the Guardians give me. The base running mitt, yeah, I thought somebody had a turkey in the oven. Well, the funny thing is, Billy, I think it was my last live stream, which would have been last Friday against the Marlins. I think Rosario had it in his back pocket the whole game, which just looked weird. 1-1 here to Grandel, who is on the end of his career lately. He was a good hitter with the Dodgers, but not so... I mean, he had... His first couple seasons, he was all right with the White Sox, but definitely better hitter with the Dodgers. Freeman took a look at that, but it's going to end up in the pit there with the cameras, and it is going to be 1-2 to Grandel. Well, that too, because as much as he's given up home runs, again, I said, if he goes 5 innings and only gives up 3 solo shots, I'm not going to have a problem with it. I'm going to start having a problem with it if he's got runners on base and that's what he's doing. But he hasn't really done that yet this season too much. So I'm not overly angry at him at the moment. So, yeah. We had 2 on, nobody out last inning, and we get a double play and then a Zunino strikeout. And the funny thing is, there was a little premonition there. I think I said, Zunino will be 4th up, and if we got something going, he'll just end it. That's exactly what happened. 2-2 pitch to Grandel, fouls another one off. We'll do it again at 2-2. Al, you're going to have to be more specific with, you're talking about Grandel, I believe? Yeah, probably. You say that, now he hits a double down the right field line. So, runner on second. Oh, my God. He must be that slow. It's going to end up being a single. Runner on first. 1 down. I can't believe he couldn't get to second on that. Come on, man. If you're a fellow athlete, you have to be giving this guy crap about not getting to second. Yeah. Grandel's, yeah, he should have been in second, for sure. Well, I mean, that helps us out. So the number 8 hole hitter is up, and that is going to be Berger, who hits one deep, and that is, oh my God. Well, now I have a problem. Now I have a problem, Battenfield, because you've given up 3 home runs, and this one, sir, was with somebody on, and now it's a 4-1 game. And you're absolutely just killing me. You're killing me, Battenfield. What are you doing? I mean, this guy is leaving more stuff off over a plate than I've seen in my entire... Charlie Nagy looks like Garrett Cole compared to this guy. I mean, it's right over the middle of the plate at 90 miles an hour, and it's a first pitch just smash job. Quan takes 1 step, and it's just because he had to turn around to see where that landed. It's 4-1 White Sox, and this is just getting out of control. 3 home runs in 4 innings versus Battenfield. I told you this guy should have been sent down weeks ago. Still don't know what he's doing up here. Unreal. Yeah, Al. See you later, man. I get it. 2-0 and off the plate. It's just, this is nonsense. 3-0 now to Alberto, the number 9 hole hitter. That is across the plate for a strike, and it is 3-1. Gosh, darn it, man. This is just ridiculous. Oh. And he walks Alberto. So there's now another runner on first. I didn't take the other runner off first. I left him there. That's just good. I just knew that was going to happen. And Carl Willis is going to come out and finally talk some sense into Battenfield. You know, I don't know why I sit here for these games. I just don't know why I do it anymore. I could be doing something with my beautiful wife. I could be hanging out with her. But no, instead, I choose to sit here and watch professional athletes, or so they call themselves, do the same thing over and over. And I guess, by definition, that is insanity. Because I expect something each and every time I get on air with you guys, that something different's going to happen with this team. But if you were a betting man, you could literally probably make millions of dollars knowing that Cleveland in the first 3 innings will score a run. They'll give up some home runs, and around the 6th inning, they'll be down in the game. If they do come back, the bullpen will blow it. If they don't come back, they'll lose by 5+ runs. That's just what happens. Tim Anderson leads things off here. It's still bottom 4. There is a ground ball. It should be a double play. 1, 2, and we go to the top of the 5th. So Battenfield obviously just needed a little pep talk from Carl Willis. Mr. Willis, maybe you could have done that before the 2-run home run. That would have been much obliged, but we do go to the top of the 5th. But the damage is done. 3 runs on 2 home runs, and it's 4-1 White Sox. It's 4-1 White Sox, and it just continues just to be rough. It's just rough to watch. I just don't know what to do. Don't know what to do anymore. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I see the Boston Celtics still down by 1 with about 7 minutes left in the half there. What do we got? How many points Butler have? Well, 12 points. Hasn't done too much in the time being. So, we'll see if our offense can come out. The good news is Zunino's not up probably for a while, and if he does get up this inning, that means it's been a great inning. Miles Straw, Stephen Kwan, and Hamed Rosario, with maybe Jimenez and Bell coming up. I just don't know. Just don't know what to do. Oh, well, 5th inning, at least we're almost halfway through this nonsense yet again. It'd just be nice, man. Just nice. One time. When's the last time we had a no-doubt... When's the last time we had a no-doubt win? The last time the Guardians had like a win that was just absolutely no doubt. Let's see here. I'm gonna look up the schedule, and I just want to see when the last time we had a no doubt win. Let's see here. Loss, 1-run win, 2-run, loss, 2-run, loss, 2-run, 1-run, loss, 1-run, loss, 3-run. That's still not really no doubter. 4-1, 7-4. 6-4. We have, I mean, the entire season, we have not won, I don't think, one game by more than 4 runs. Or 3 runs. I don't think we've won a game this season by more than 3 runs. Somebody double check me on that, as Straw has a 1-1 count here in the top of the 5th, as Clevenger is in position now to get a win against his old team. Thanks, Billy. No, I appreciate it, man. I do. I just... You know, really, my broadcast is me sitting in my office, which I would be doing whether you're here, I'm live, no matter what. I mean, basically, I should call this what my wife hears every day. The 2-2 pitch, and that is off the plate, ball 3. It's 3-2. I mean... My wife would tell you this is exactly what I do every single day. I just happen to do it in front of the camera when I'm live. 3-2 to Straw. That is swung on and fouled back. I guess without the play-by-play, although sometimes. But the rants and the nonsense, I mean... The phrase he probably hears most is, "Are you for real? Is this for real?" Like, I go to her all the time. I'm like, did you see? Because I'm like, yeah. 3-2 pitch coming up to Straw, and that is going to be fouled off. Oh, no, it's going to be in play. Sorry, it looked like it was going down the right field line. That's 1 out as the right fielder takes care of that. So 1 out here on the top of the 5th. And we will get the top of the order here with Stephen Kwan, who's actually had some good at-bats. Minnesota lost today on a grand slam in the 7th by the Dodgers. That's unfortunate for them. I'll tell you this, though. The fact... This is nuts. Even if we lose today, if the Guardians lose today, which would make their record, and let me statistically get it correct, it would make their record, if they lost today, 19-23. As Kwan's going to get a double down the right field line. It might go for more. It's going to get caught up there against the wall. He's on second. He turns for third. He's going 3, and there's not... Oh, I'm sorry, he went back to second. He wanted to go to 3. Man, he must have put the brakes on hard. But there's going to be a runner on second with 1 down here in the top of the 5th. I'm a little surprised he didn't go 3. It drops just inside the right foul line and then spins and gets caught up in the wall. I really thought he could have gone 3. But, hey, you're on base. And we got Rosario here to give you a chance to get knocked in. Let's see if we can't get this 4-1 lead cut in half to 4-2. And that is Rosario swinging again with a runner in scoring position. I don't understand it at all. Just to land the airplane, if we're 19-23, the craziest thing about everything is we would still now, with that Twins loss, only be 3.5 games out of first place. That's how bad this division is. And with that said, we have lost almost all the games in the division that we've played. 0-1, Rosario, little nubber. It's going to be quickly 0-2 to him. Clevenger only thrown about 58 pitches up to this point. So only about 58 pitches. O2 pitch on the way to Rosario. And that is swung on and fouled off. We will do it again. On deck, Jimenez. That's a guy that I think needs to get going. He finally hit a home run, I think, last week, if I'm not mistaken. There's the 0-2 pitch just off the corner of the plate there. And it is now 1-2 to Rosario. Yeah, Billy, they did. I liked the over in that game, and it sure did, I bet the Reds yesterday, though. The Reds won yesterday for me. I very much enjoyed that. 2 low-scoring games up till today. 1-2 pitch coming to Rosario, and that is swung on and missed, and now there's 2 outs as Clevenger gets Rosario to swing and miss on one in the dirt. And it'll be up to Jimenez to keep this inning going after Quan, with 1 out, put a double down the right field line. Rosario just swinging at what's... him and Zunino, just awful hitters when it comes to strikeouts. If Zunino wasn't on this team, there would be a Rosario strikeout tracker. That just tells you how bad Zunino has been this season. So Jimenez 0-for-1 with a flyout walk and a stolen base. 239 on the season, 3 home runs, and 9 RBIs. Fouled the first pitch off. Clevenger sets, checks Quan at second, and delivers, and that is right down the middle at 94 for a strike 2. So Clevenger trying to get out of the 5th inning. He'll at least be then the record pitcher and could end up with a win if the White Sox go on and don't give up the lead and he stays in the game. That's going to hit Jimenez on the shoestring. That one got away from Clevenger, and that is a little bit of a break there for the Guardians, who looks like nothing might come from this inning. But now it's 1st and 2nd with 2 outs, and you got Josh Bell, a good hitter, and a lefty coming up. That hits, Jimenez right on the shoestring on a breaking ball well inside. Whew. That's got to hurt the little piggy. The little piggy that went to the market, he's definitely going to be out for a few days. And he might have not gone to the market. He might have gone to the urgent care center after that one. Yeah, Billy. I think they did, yeah. I'm a little surprised, too, because I really thought that the Reds pitching staff would be better. I thought the Reds pitching staff would be better this year, but they've had some issues, for sure. They've definitely had a couple issues. So, 2 on, 2 outs. Bell, 1 for 2 at an RBI double in the 1st inning. Batting lefty against Clevenger. And that is swung on a miss. A little change up there at 87 at the knees. 228 now on the season for Josh Bell. Jimenez on first, Quan on second, both with the oven mitts in their left hand. And the 0-1 pitch is down and away, and it's even at 1 apiece. I didn't realize Clevenger had this many tattoos on his body. I really didn't. I did not think this guy had that many tattoos. The 1-1. Set and delivery from Clevenger. That is down the middle. Good cut by Bell, but taken right back to the screen. And it's 1-2. Yeah, I'm a little surprised too, Billy. But I think they have, like, what are they sitting at? They're 19 and 24. I mean, they're really at what? They're still in it. They're also, right at where the Guardians are at too. And Bell's going to spoil a pitch. We'll do it again at 1-2. I honestly think if you're not going to fire Tito with the Guardians, then you're not going to get rid of the Reds. Cleveland's got a way better team and pitching staff on paper than the Reds do, in my opinion, and we're just not doing anything with it. I can't wait till the Reds and the Guardians play. That should be coming up, I think in June usually it is. Take a look at the schedule and let you know. The 1-2 to Bell, that is in the dirt, 2-2. Let's see here. Usually happens in June, but I'm not seeing... Oh, it's probably different this year because we're playing everybody. So we don't play Cincinnati, I think, till August. Yeah, we're not playing Cincinnati till August. It's a 2-game set, and then we play them later in September at home for a 2-game set. The 2-2 pitch to Josh Bell. Top 5, that is swung on. That is deep. It is not going to be a fair ball. Oh, man. Josh Bell got in front of that one, and he just turned on it too much, and Clevenger knew it. And he hopped around like a little bunny on the mound, hoping that would go foul. And it went well foul. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Billy, they're already a third of the way there. I bet you they get 60 for sure. I bet you they end up with 71. 2-2 swung on and missed, and we can't get anything going with runners in scoring position. It's just getting sickening. Guardians go to the bottom of the 5th. They trail the White Sox 4-1. Come on, man. Let's go. It's absolutely ridiculous that we can't get something going here. Come on. This is irritating. I'm getting so irritated with this team. I don't know what to do. By the way, the Boston Celtics have taken an 8-point lead on Miami there in the 4th. So, I told you I liked them -8 today. Hopefully they can hold on to that lead. Oh, all right. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. Al just sent me a great... he sent an email to me with a Twitter post, and I'm going to read this one out loud because it is literally fantastic. Mike Zunino has a better chance of getting struck by lightning than he does of getting a hit in the month of May. #analytics. The odds that one will be struck by lightning in the U.S. during one's lifetime are 1 in 15,300. On average, 270 people in the U.S. are struck per year, and only about 10% die from that event. And he's 0 for 25. So Mike Zunino literally has a better chance of getting struck by lightning than he does getting a hit in the month of May. That's funny. That's one of the best Twitter things I've seen in a while. Absolutely love it. All right. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. We just can't give up any more runs. So, I mean, that's what we can't do. Battenfield's going to be out there and see if he can't go 5 again here. There's a first pitch strike. I think that was a little generous there by the home plate umpire, quite honestly. But, hey. Benintendi's going to lead things off here. 1 for 2 on the evening. That is a very high ball outside of the zone. He's not going to get the benefit of the doubt on that one. That one is for sure not going to be good. 1-1. Swung on. That's roped down the right field line. Get this guy out of the game. I mean, it's a double. It's a leadoff double by Benintendi, and there's a runner on second now. I don't know. If I'm here for therapy. I don't know if I need you guys. Should I be laying on a couch? And should you guys be asking, should I be telling you my life story being a Cleveland fan? Because I feel like that's I feel like that's what I should do. Right? Just absolutely ridiculous at the moment with these guys. Robert Jr. 0 for 2, but 12 home runs on the season. Man, if he would have swung on that, that would still be going. But he takes strike one right across the middle of the plate. Strikeout on a flyout tonight, 270 on the season. 28 RBIs to go along with those 12 home runs. The 0-1 to him off the plate, 1-1. Nobody out, 1 on. That was a double there by Benintendi to lead off the inning. The double, I think, was second pitch, if I'm not mistaken. 1-2 pitch coming up as Robert fouls that one down the left field line. Come on, Battenfield. Just get out of this, man. That is swung on. That is in foul territory. Battenfield's going to go for it. Bell's going to call him off. Slides and grabs it. And what a nice catch by Bell. By the way, Battenfield, that is not your ball. Stand on the mound and let your defense around you go for it. I understand you want to try to, be a hero, but that is not your ball. That is Josh Bell. That is Josh Bell who was screaming at Battenfield, and finally Battenfield gets out of the way. So, 1 down, runner on second. We're going to see Moncada come up to the plate. He is dangerous. He is dangerous. So, 4-1, 1 out, bottom 5, 1 on. Battenfield sets and delivers. That is his strike at the letters at 88 miles an hour. Moncada is 0 for 2 with a pop-out and a strikeout, still batting over 300 for the season. And that is taken into left center. It's going to drop. Kwan's going to bobble it. That's going to score a run, and it's going to be 5-1. Moncada, did he go for second? He did not. It's going to be a long single and an RBI there for Moncada, and that's going to be a runner on first with a run in and a 5-1 game. Absolutely just status quo for the Cleveland Guardians. Just continues to be just a pain in my butt, man. Come on. Oh, God. Billy, yeah, it is first year. We're literally first month, first year. You missed 2 weeks. That's it. And one of them didn't even go towards the standings. One of them was just, that opening kickoff $100 free roll that we did. So, yeah, you're getting in right from the start, sir. Oh, all right. So we're going to have a pitching change here. Thank God. Battenfield did not look good. He went 4 2/3 inning. He's going to be on the hook for the loss. 5 runs in. He's responsible for Moncada on his first base. And again, the offense gave him 1 run in his start. And I'm not saying the offense was the problem today. Battenfield was the problem. You can't give up 3 home runs in 4 2/3 innings and expect your offense to out-hit that. If you're giving up that many home runs, it's a problem. So, that's going to close the book on Battenfield, in my honest opinion, I think, for the year. If he loses this, he'll be 0-5. Again, the offense didn't do him any favors. But the last couple games, he's given up 5+ runs in each of his outings and gone 5 or less innings in each of his outings. So I think that's it. I think they got to send him down. Again, Al alluded to earlier, we're getting McKenzie back. Savali's coming back. We should have our regular rotation coming up. The problem is, thank God that the Twins are having troubles winning games right now, or we would be 7, 8, 9 games back of first place. Oh, so let's see what happens. Eli Morgan's going to come on. I like this young guy. I think he's a great pitcher. Not too fond of his haircut, but I do like him as a pitcher. 2-0 on the season, 1.06 ERA, 4 walks, 18 strikeouts. In my opinion, probably the best or close to the best pitcher that we have on our staff right now. He will be pitching to Vaughn, the Rookie of the Year last year, with a runner on first and 1 out. I take back what I said about Battenfield. He only went 4 1/3 inning, not 4 2/3. Vaughn with a flyout and a solo shot. 245 on the season, 5 home runs. He's got a 1-0 pitch coming to him from Battenfield. The set and the delivery, that's down the middle for a strike, and it's 1-1. Billy, that'd be cool, man. That'd be cool. So, 1-1. And that is off the plate, and it's 2-1. Gosh. So 2-1 pitch coming up. Runner on first. That was the RBI single by Moncada to make it 5-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. Vaughn does not swing, and Moncada's going to have a stolen base on Zunino. Zunino couldn't throw a rock into the ocean if he was 5 feet away. He can't throw anybody out. I mean, if you've seen the movie Turbo with all the snails, I'm not even talking about the main character, Turbo. All those other snails are salivating at the chance to run against Mike Zunino. Jeez. 3-1 pitch coming to Vaughn, and it is now 3-2. That one's fouled back behind home plate there. And this game is dragging on. We're not even through the 5th inning, and it's almost been an hour and a half. This is going to be one of those games. So the 3-2 to Vaughn, that is a ground ball to short. That's a good pick there. And a throw out by Rocchio. And it is going to be 2 outs here. Runner stays at second. And now we will see Sheets up at the plate. So Rocchio, who grounded to the devastating double play, does make a nice defensive play out in the field here in the bottom of the 5th. And if Eli Morgan can get one more out, we will head into the 6th with, I believe, Brennan, Freeman, and Rocchio coming up. That is your 5, 6, 7 hitters for the Guardians. Inside pitch, though, by Morgan is going to start Sheets off with a 1-0 count. Kevin Sheets. Not typically, a power hitter, but he did have a home run in this game. Another solo shot, if I'm not mistaken. One on the count to him. Eli Morgan on the mound. Moncada at second after a stolen base. Set and delivery. And Sheets will take one in the dirt. It's now 2-1. Tito looks on as he chews his 900th piece of bubble gum in the dugout. That's one area I don't think I'd ever want to go into, is a dugout after a game. That's got to be the dirtiest thing ever. There is a ground ball foul, and it's 2-2. So Morgan, just one pitch away from getting out of this somewhat of a jam here that he was brought into, and we can maybe get to the 6th inning and get some runs. I'm not saying the Guardians are out of this game, but we just got to do something, man. We got to get some sort of offense going. The White Sox bullpen, by the way, one of the worst, the second worst in the majors. So there's room to do something. That's rolled over to first base. We're going to go to the top of the 6th as Josh Bell steps on first. Scores Chicago 5 and the Guardians 1. They get one more there in the bottom of the 5th inning on a RBI single by Moncada. So we go top 6. And it's 5-1, White Sox over Guardians. Let's get an update on some scores around the league. Miami went final. They did beat the Nationals 4-3. Baltimore went final. They beat the Angels 3-1. Still, bottom 8. Nobody out, 1 on. Toronto 0. New York Yankees 0. Boston Red Sox putting a pounding on Seattle right now. It's 12-3 in the 6th inning. Tampa's got a 4-2 lead over the Mets. What do we have? We got St. Louis up 3-0 over Milwaukee. Texas 4-3 over Atlanta. Chicago 6-1 over Houston. And, of course, here in Guaranteed Rate Field, or a.k.a. Comerica Park, it is 5-1 White Sox. So, it has not been a great... It's not been a great day or a great matchup here for the White Sox, or the Guardians against the White Sox tonight, but I don't know. Chris, man, first off, good to see you, buddy, and second off, you couldn't be more right. You know, I'm actually, and I don't know when we play Kansas City, so let me look at that real quick. But when we play the Kansas City Royals, and we have not played them yet, I do believe we have not played the Kansas City yet. But we are playing them in the end of June. I feel like, and a lot could happen in the next month, but I feel like you should just bet the Kansas City Royals at plus money every single time, and you're going to win yourself millions of dollars against them. Because it's just so bad that we play down to these teams. Now, with that said, we don't really play up to anybody either, you know? 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the White Sox. 1 run, 5 hits, no errors for the Guardians. I guess the silver lining in this... What's up, Don? Hey, long time no see. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. I think the silver lining, quite honestly, with the Guardians is, since the first couple of weeks, defensively, they've been better from an errors standpoint. There's a drive into center field by Brennan. That one is going to be easily caught, and 1 down here in the top of the 6th inning. So, Naylor's day-to-day, he has kind of that left leg injury. Obviously, we know Ramirez, he's on the bereavement list. So, I know we kind of don't have 2 guys that are right there in the middle of our lineup, but still, some of these decisions by our offense and when to swing early in these counts, blowing my mind. Freeman, 1 for 2. Batting, I think, over 376 now. Chris, no way, man. I'm telling you, Bo Naylor's worse than Zunino. I keep saying that. They don't have a catcher in this organization that they need to go out and get a catcher. Bo Naylor is going to do exactly what Zunino's doing, and I think it's proven my point already. The fact that they haven't called Naylor up. If you look at Naylor's stats in AAA, they're good. They're great. But there's a reason they're not calling him up with those stats. It's because he's not good. I mean, he's facing... There's a massive difference between AAA pitching, especially the back end of those pitchers. You know? Nah, that's a falsified stat line if I've ever seen one with Naylor. He was doing the same thing last year. He came up to the big leagues. He struck out like 8 times in his first 10 at-bats. 3-1 pitch here to Freeman, and he's going to foul that off. 3-2. I'm telling you, Naylor is worse, and defensively might be worse. Every time I watch Bo Naylor throw the baseball live, in person, when I watched him in the minors, I'll tell you right now, it went into center field. It was nowhere near second base. 3-2 pitch, that is swung on, missed, and Freeman goes down. Speaking of Naylor, that was Freeman's teammate while he was throwing that ball into center field. And at least it looks like Freeman's well ahead of Naylor getting into and staying into the big leagues at the moment. So, 2 outs, top 6 here. And we will see Rocchio. Yeah, I mean, Chris, in all honesty, I think you could change Zunino and anything else that the Guardians have done this season and finish the sentence painfully bad. I think you could be pretty. I mean, that's pretty interchangeable with a lot of things, right? Rocchio 1-1 count here. Clevenger 81 pitches here in the 6th. That is in there for a strike, 1-2. And Clevenger might come out for a 7th inning if he gets Rocchio here. Probably wants to strike out Zunino for a 3rd time. Pad his stats. And that is a ground ball up the middle. Well played by the shortstop. Throws over to first. Nice play by Vaughn. And that is 3 outs, and we go to the bottom of the 6th, 5-1 White Sox. Don, what Brewer coming back down from 3? What do you mean? So, we go bottom 6, guys. If you're coming in, smash that like button for me. Let's see if we can't get something going from the Guardians' offensive standpoint. I doubt it. It doesn't look like it's ever going to happen. Who knows, though? Maybe one time we'll get it done. But, yeah, things got to change here offensively. I don't know if that just means a new face. What? I mean, something's got to change with this team offensively. We just look bad. We just look like a bad team all around. What are you going to do, though, right, guys? I mean, I don't put this on the coaching staff at all. I mean, there's a point where you come into the building and you have to do your job. You know? I mean, I understand, like, if you're, like, let's say you work for a bank. You're a manager of a bank, okay? You can't be at the bank 24/7, but if the bank keeps getting robbed because a teller keeps leaving a door open, is that really the manager's fault? No. Same thing happens here in sports. If you're not going to hit the baseball, it's not the manager's fault that you're not hitting the baseball. So I don't really think Tito should ever be on the hot seat unless he should try to start changing up the lineup a little bit. Billy, yeah, they do, man. But to be honest, this one's going a little slow. I mean, we're 20 minutes away from the 2-hour mark, and we're only in the bottom of the 6th. I'd say if we get to the 8th inning by 10 o'clock, like 10:10, I guess we're a half hour away, really. If we get to the 8th inning by 10:10, yeah, I'll agree, man. That they're flying. But Chris, man, we always start the game with a run at least. Not in the first 3 innings. If you look back, I want to say we've always scored at least 1+ run, but they're all single digits. Very hard to get crooked numbers up against, or for us to put up crooked numbers against other teams pitching. Eli Morgan is going to stay in here in the bottom of the 6th to pitch to Grandal, and that is a 2-0 count now to him. What's up, Catman? How you doing? What's up, buddy? Grandal 1 for 2. Ground out, single, and a run, and that is off the plate at 91, and it's 3-0 to Grandal. And listen, I know we're down 5-1, but the last thing you want to do is just give up more runs. I mean, if your team can't even score 2 runs, how are you going to score 6? That's a good point, Billy. Yeah. And, some young pitchers are going to have to deal with that. It is now 3-2 after Grandal swings and misses on that one. So Eli got back into this full count, and we'll see if we can't get something going with Eli and maybe something down and away. Get Grandal to swing and miss. 3-2 pitch on deck here as it looked like. I mean, the only thing I really hate is these batter timeouts. You know they're coming. I mean, it's just annoying. Oh, on a 3-2 pitch, it's going to be a single into center field, and that's how the White Sox are going to start off their bottom of the 6th inning. I wish the Guardians could do that, man. Come on. Gosh. We are just... It's getting a little annoying. It's getting just a little bit annoying. Oh. All right, so they're going to pinch run for Grandal, and I'm not surprised. The guy hit a double last time up and can only make it to first base. So, yeah, I would say that pinch running for him is probably a decent option. Oh, all right. Let's see. They bring in Adam Hazley to pinch run on first base. We'll see if he goes. Eli Morgan, I think, has got a good move over to first base, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see if he goes. Maybe a hit and run here with Berger. 2 for 2. He hit a dynamite home run, a bomb last time up. But that was against Battenfield. Things should go differently, hopefully, with Eli Morgan. So a single and a 2-run homer for Berger, and the first pitch to him, and they too go with Zunino. God, of course they're going. to run on Zunino. I mean, the guy half the time doesn't even get the ball to second base. He doesn't even get the ball to second base. I want to say 75% of the time. Just awful. And it looks like actually Grandal maybe injured himself during his at-bat, and that's why they took him out. There's a strike 1-1 here to Berger. But God Lord, man. I mean, come on. Right? Come on. 1-1 pitch. That is fouled off. And it's 1-2. Come on, man. It's just getting old, you know? I think that's what's bothering me the most. It's just getting old. There's a ground ball to third. A nice pick there by Freeman. Throws over to first. Keeps the runner at second. And there's one down now with that runner over Heasley at second base. So bottom six, one out, one on. And we're going to see Alberto, the number 9 hole hitter, with the top of the order on deck. And that is popped up just behind home plate. Zunino's going to look for it. He's not going to get it. It's going to go out 2 rows into the stands. Good catch there by a guy who's bundled up. Is it really that cold in Chicago? This guy he's making it look like it's 35 degrees out there at guaranteed rate field. And I don't know. It was like 75 here in Cleveland today. So I don't know what's going on. It is the Windy City, I guess. 0-1 pitch with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Morgan, 22 pitches in since he came in last inning. Number 9 hole hitter Alberto is going to ground one to short. Taken by Rochoyo and Bell. Oh my God. As much as I give credit to the defense, Rochoyo throws one in the dirt. Bell can't get it, and now it's runners at the corner. I mean, I'm just so over this team, man. Runners at the corners now with 1 out. After Bell couldn't pick that. Come on. Come on. I just had to take a sleeping pill because I need to get out of it. Good Lord. I'm going to be... and there's a single to the right side by Tim Anderson. That's going to score a run. It's now 6-1. And there's going to be runners at the corners still. This is just absolutely ludicrous what this... I don't know what else to do, guys. I got 3 more innings of live stream to do. I mean, I could sit here and pretend that this is all fun and games, but this is like absolute crap. This is so... Naylor would have had that, by the way. You're right, Chris. This is so... Tito's coming out. Morgan's getting out of the game. To be fair, that run really shouldn't be on him. Oh, my God. I think Heron might be coming in. Who knows? Who cares at this point anymore, guys? Like, do we care anymore? Is there a Guardians fan out there anywhere who cares about this team mid-May? No. And I'm going to give you 2 reasons why. Number 1, the way they're playing. And number 2, most Cleveland Guardians fans are fair-weather fans, and they will not start paying attention until September 1st. So, maybe August 1st. But nobody in Cleveland's paying attention to the Guardians right now. All right, let's see some updated scores around the league. New York, Toronto, top 9, still 0-0. Tampa up 5-2 over the Mets. That's top 9. St. Louis 3-0 over Milwaukee. Texas 4. Oh, Atlanta 3. They took a lead there in the bottom of the 7th. Chicago 6-1 over Houston. Houston's been an interesting team, kind of struggling, and Chicago's coming on lately there. And then this cluster that's going on here in Chicago here with the Guardians. 6-1. 6-1. I'm going to have to go through my live streams and see when the last time that we won a game was, because I honestly cannot figure out the last time we won when I was on a live stream. It was probably just 2 weeks ago, but it just feels like it was 3.5 years ago, quite honestly. Oh, man. Come on. What are we doing here, guys? All right, so I believe that's Heron in. I'm sorry, no, Sam Henches. I'm sorry, I saw the lefty, and then I assumed it was Heron. No, it's Sam Henches. He's only been in 2 games. He, was coming off that injury, so not too much to go off of. We'll see how he fares here with 1 out and 2 on. That's a single up the middle. There's a double play ball. There's 1, and it's only going to be 1, and it will score a run. So it is 7-1, and that error now that definitely was because of the error. So there's a runner on first, 2 outs, and a 7-1 ball game. Chicago over Cleveland at the moment. It's just hilarious. It continues to be funny. It continues to be a laughing stock here watching the Cleveland Guardians try to play baseball. I don't know what else to call it. I have no idea what else to call it. Oh. All right. Robert Jr.'s up 0-1 to him very quickly from Henches. Over 3 on the day, and he's a dangerous hitter, so please don't do anything stupid, and that is a ball in the dirt. Be interesting to see if Benintendi does run at first. He's not a true base stealer, and there is a lefty on the mound. But Zunino's so bad, maybe he does. There's a swing and a miss. 1-2 now to Robert Jr. Let's see if he can't get something going, Henches, and get out of this inning. Come on. One, two, and swung on and missed, and Henches gets out of the inning. We go top 7, and unfortunately, there were 2 more runs scored, and we're down 7-1. But we got to get something going. It just starts with 1 run, and we got to move on from there. So let's see if we can't get 1 run. Just do 1 good thing for me, Cleveland Guardians. Just 1 thing. 1 time. Make me feel like you actually want to win a baseball game. Oh, just 1 time, buddy. 1 time is all I ask for. You guys are coming in. Smash that like button. Let's get up to 20 likes. We're 6 away. I know we can do it. We are at commercial break. And there's just not... I think we're going to see Zunino to start off this inning, which isn't going to give me a lot of hope. But who knows? Maybe starting off an inning with nobody on and down 7-1, he relaxes a little bit in this situation. He gets a hit. He breaks his 0-for-27 streak. God, if he strikes out again, though, and gets another 3 strikeouts, I will lose it. I don't know what to do with this guy. Oh. All right. Well, we just got to get 1 run and go from there. 1 run and go from there. That's all we got to do. Just 1 little run. 1 tiny little run. Who was it that won the game by scoring 5 and 6 runs in consecutive innings after being down 5-0? Was that us? I can't remember because I don't look at that. I just see if we won the game. I think that was us on Saturday. Was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday, right? When Naylor had that big shot. I will say though, we still haven't. I still think I went through our wins. We have still yet to win a game by more than 3 runs. It's just nuts. Oh, was it? Okay. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if they're trying to get Lopez a little time to warm up here. Clevenger did come out here for the 7th inning. We are going to see Roy Chio, right? Or no? Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to see a pinch hitter for We're going to see a pinch hitter for Mike Zunino. And now what is there to watch? I was really excited. I was extremely excited to see Zunino. But now David Fry's going to be at the plate, who's 1 for 8. This guy's, and he's going to rip one down the left field line, and it's going to go for a single. He's going to put on the brakes, and it'll be a long single. But David Fry now 2 for 9 on the season. And let's go. Look at that. Mike Zunino comes out. David Fry goes in, and just like that, you get the runner on base. I am falling asleep watching the Guardians. I'm absolutely falling asleep watching them. They're so boring on offense. Miles Straw with a runner on, that is down low, and it is 1-0 to him. I am honestly falling asleep to him. All right, gotta wake up. Let's go. We haven't done it's not a late game, but it is an hour game. Now we're getting into the 10 o'clock. God, this game's taking forever. 1-0 pitch to Straw, and that is on the inside corner. It's 2-0. Lopez, I think, is ready in the bullpen, so this could be Clevenger's last pitcher. He's at 87 pitches. 87 pitches, so we'll see. The 2-0, that is off the plate, and it is 3-0. This might be the last pitch that Clevenger throws. Oh, yeah, Chris. No, yeah, I saw that. Billy, I actually like Straw, and I don't know why Houston was willing to part ways with him. I liked him a lot. Yeah, it was. Yeah, you're right. It was, they were down 5. I thought I remembered seeing something like that. I knew the game ended up like 10-5, but yeah. But also, though, that was in Coors Field. A little different. Straw took a strike. It's 3-1. Clevenger sets and delivers. And that is fouled away. It's now 3-2. So Fry's on first. Straw's the hitter. Kwan's on deck. 3-2 pitch coming to Straw. If we can maybe get Straw on and Kwan, to get on, bases loaded. Rosario hit a grand slam. We're right back in things. Although all that could happen in anybody's dreams. The 3-2 to Miles Straw from Clevenger on his 91st pitch of the night. And that is just high, and he walked him. So Miles Straw does get on. There are still nobody out here in the top of the 7th. It does roll over to the top of the order with Stephen Kwan. And that is going to, I think, bring Lopez into the ball game. And that will, they're going to give Mike Clevenger one more hitter. Wow. They're going to give Clevenger one more hitter. 1 for 2 on the day. Clevenger dangling that arm as he always does when he pitches. He's at 91 pitches on the evening. Checks the runner at second in Fry and delivers the Kwan. That's a wild pitch. That's going to go back to the screen. And it is second and third. And we got something going here. Let's go. Now a single by Kwan drives in 2 and makes it a 7-3 game. And God, I hope some of those insurance runs don't really come back to bite us. 100%, Chris. We could make them pay real well. Let's go. 1-0 pitch coming to Kwan. Clevenger delivers. That is outside, and it's 2-0. And Clevenger is having, as he kind of has all night, had some trouble finding the strike zone. The 2-0. Clevenger set and delivery to Kwan. And that is outside ball 3. And now this is definitely Clevenger's last batter. (3-0) to Kwan. Second and third. Nobody out. Top 7. And that is low. Ball 4 and the bases are loaded. And what I just said, will it come to fruition? Will we see a grand slam by Rosario? Let's go. Let's go. Let's get this done. Come on. One time. Rosario, man, they're going to switch. It's going to be Nick Lopez or Lopez that comes in. So Clevenger, that'll close the book. He can't get the loss. He can only get the win, even with a grand slam. He's got some breathing room. He takes a shower with 6-run lead here in the top of the 7th inning. So there's something going here for the Guardians. Nick Lopez, I think it's Nick Lopez if I'm not mistaken, right? Is it Nick? I thought it was Nick. Anyways, Lopez is going to be coming in for the White Sox. And let's see if we can't make them pay. We got Rosario, Jimenez, and Bell, your 2, 3, 4 hitters. So if anything's going to happen, it's going to happen now. All right? You got to do it now. You got to do it one time. You got to get the runs. Not a sac fly. Not a single. You got to put an extra base hit out there. You got to clear these bases. If the runner from first can score, we got ourselves a brand new ball game. 100%. If the runner from first can score a 3-run deficit going into, the bottom of the 7th, I would be much happier with that than a 6. So, here we go. Lopez coming in. Let's go. Come on, one time. Just one grand slam. Is that so hard to ask for the Guardians? The team that has the fewest home runs in the MLB with 23. The next closest team to them is the Washington Nationals with 28. Let's go. One time. We are 29th in inherited runners scored percentage in the MLB. I'm sorry, first. We're first. And Chicago's 29th. This bullpen is not good. I mentioned we can do damage off of them. Clevenger probably reluctantly left. It's not Nick Lopez. I didn't think it was. It is Ronaldo Lopez. 20 games this season already, 0-3 with a 7.64 ERA, and he looks like a weirdo on the mound there. He just has this crazy look in his eyes. Opponents hitting 282 off of the guy. He only has 25 strikeouts in 20 innings, so about 1 per. A first pitch to Rosario. Is anybody in the entire world surprised he swung and fouled that one off? Of course that guy's swinging at the first pitch. Strikeout last at bat. He's down in the count 0-1 here. Come on, Rosario. Redemption Rosario is his name because he always has to redeem himself, and he's made to look silly there on an 86-mile-an-hour slider off the plate. It is quickly 0-2. There are nobody out, though. There's no one out. There's bases juiced, and Cleveland's got a chance to do something special here. Let's go. One time, Rosario. Get it done. The 0-2, that is in the dirt, and it is now... it is now 1-2. It is now 1-2. So, 1-2 pitch to Rosario, and that is fouled and spoiled. We'll do it again at 1-2. That was a good pitch there. That was a good pitch, but Rosario did a good job spoiling that one. Let's see if he can't stay in the count like his first at-bat and then rope one into left field like he did. Come on. The 1-2 to Rosario, up high and in at 99 miles an hour. And Rosario overacts and takes 9 steps out of the batter's box. It wasn't as close as you would think to his head. So we have a 2-2 count here. I'll take a walk, man, and put Bell up there with a chance to hit a grand slam. The 2-2. That is in the dirt, and it's now a full count to Rosario. And that is what I'm talking about. Let's go. The runners will be going. They'll get a head start, so a single is going to score 2. I'll take a walk, though. Walk one in. Walk one in for me, buddy. One time. 3-2 pitch. That is swung on and missed, and Rosario strikes out. It might have been ball 4 as well. It was high and in. That could have been ball 4. Gosh. So we'll see Josh Bell with 1 out, and the base is still loaded. It's a good pitch. It's up and in. It's a little off the plate, but Rosario wants to be the hero. Lopez, I'm sorry, it's not Bell. It's Jimenez first, then Bell. Bell's next. My fault. First pitch ball to Jimenez. Walk, hit by pitch, stolen base. Little bit of everything. I'll take a grand. Let's add a grand slam to that stat line. The 1-0. And that is swung on a miss at 99 miles an hour, just blown right past Jimenez. And it is 1-1. Ooh, there is a shot to first. It's a foul ball. If that was a fair ball, it was number 1 going to score a run, and number 2 might have left everybody safe. Vaughn did a nice job grabbing it behind the bag. It was just foul, but yeah, that was definitely going to be a hard play. So, just missed the bag, too. The 1-2 pitch coming up to Jimenez. Lopez, 10 pitches since he came in. Trying to strike out his second batter in a row and get out of this jam that Clevenger created. And he's going to have that pitch spoiled by Jimenez. So, 1-2. We'll do it again. Jimenez. The pitch. It's outside at 100 miles an hour. Lopez throwing some straight fire right now. But, to be fair, when he's throwing that fire, it's not really hitting the strike zone. So maybe if I'm a Guardians hitter, I'm laying off any fastball that I see. Yeah, Billy, as there is a foul. Yeah, you know, I could have done it a long time ago, and I didn't. But then I said, you know what? I'm gonna be selfish. I'm gonna just add the ads. You can, but they're skippable ads, you know, so you can skip them for the most part. But yeah, I get paid like very little, like 6 cents. But hey, listen, most of that money, or all the money that comes into the ads, is just going actually back into the poker club. So that's what I'm going to use for my prize pools. It does, Billy. It sure does. It's a 3-2 pitch coming up to Jimenez. It's now Lopez has gone 3-2 to Rosario, and now 3-2 to Jimenez. He got Rosario on an up-and-in pitch to strike him out. Let's see what he comes back with Jimenez. The 3-2. Lopez sets and delivers. Swung on and fouled. Jimenez has really spoiled off some good pitches here in this at-bat. I would think this would also, at this point, Jimenez has got the timing down. It probably favors him. Bell looms on deck. This has been a 45-minute half inning here. The 3-2 pitch. Popped up, and that is going to be in foul territory, and it's caught by the third baseman, and I don't know why Fry didn't go. What are you doing, Fry? The third baseman, number 1, shouldn't have taken that ball. Should have let the left fielder take that ball so that like the left fielder was running towards home plate so he could throw it. The third baseman is off his back foot. What is Fry? There's no way the third baseman, Moncada there, excuse me, throws Fry out. What is Fry doing standing on third still? Absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense with this team. It is so ridiculous. So ridiculous. I don't know how to convey to this team how bad they are in an all-around performance. Defense, base running, pitching, hitting. I mean, it's so bad. Every, you know how they have 5-tool guys? It is a 5-tool suck-ass team right now. there's a first pitch strike to Bell, and Clevenger, who left this game with the bases loaded and nobody out, handed it off to a guy who has an ERA over 7 and is somehow 2 strikes away from getting out of this inning. Bell, 0-1 to him. That is up and out of the zone. Nice catch there, though, behind the plate by the catcher, Grandel. Actually, it's probably not. It's Heasley now, or whoever they replaced him with. So, 1-1. 1-1 coming, and that is swung on a miss, 1-2. So they're 1 pitch away from getting out of this. Absolutely nuts to me right now what's going on. I don't know what to do, guys. I have no idea what to do with this team. The 1-2 to Bell outside. It's 98. God, Lopez either is right in the zone or about 7 feet out of the zone. There's just no in-between with this guy right now. God, I really wanted something to happen here. The 2-2. Bell sets, delivers. That is up out of the zone by another 4 feet. And it's 3-2. And the only thing, the only way we're scoring a run is a walk right now, and I'll take it. I will take a walk by Bell, and maybe, maybe we get Brennan to come up and do something, but I just have no confidence in a hit. So Lopez steps off to the advice of his catcher, and we'll do a 3-2 pitch momentarily. So 3-2, set, delivers. Bell ropes one, but foul down the right field line. We'll do it again at 3-2. That was a breaking ball that hung right over the middle of the plate. Bell just turned on it a little too much. Come on. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. We got a chance. If Bell can go deep, if they walk in a run, we can get Brennan to hit a grand slam. Let's go. We got a chance. And there's a walk. Let's go. That's going to score a run. It's 7-2. And this inning, top half of the inning, just continues to go in what seems has been forever. And Lopez finally, after going 3-2 to 3 out of the 4 batters he's faced, finally walks one in. And Brennan's going to be our hitter, down now 5 runs. And we could cut this to a 1-run game if he, with 1 swing of the bat. 1 time, Brennan. First pitch to him is going to be a nubber foul down the left base path there, and it's 0-1. So we got bases loaded. It's 7-2. It's an 0-1 pitch upcoming to Brennan, who's 1 for 3 on the day. With 1 swing of the bat, it would be 7-6. God, I would go nuts if that happened. Let's go. And there's a ball in the dirt. It's 1-1. I don't care if you guys just continue walking in runs with this guy. He's got a 7 ERA. He was only averaging, 1 strikeout per inning. He struck out 2 this inning already. Driving the gap would be good. I would take a bunt single. 1-1 pitch to Brennan that's in the dirt. I'm going to take a walk. I think you make this guy throw 3 straight strikes, because what I've seen in the last couple hitters, he cannot throw 2 straight strikes across the middle of the plate. So 2-1 coming up. Brennan at the plate. Bases juiced. 1 in. And that is swung on 97-mile-an-hour fastball at the letters. And it's 2-2. Come on, man. We never put up crooked numbers, ever. We never put up crooked numbers. And that's how you win ball games. You got to do it right now, man. 2-2. Swung on. Take it down the left field line and foul. Whew, damn. So we'll do it again here at 2-2. It's top 7. It's been the top of the 7th for, quite honestly, about 30 minutes, I think. Bases juiced. 2 outs. And Brennan swings over, misses that one. Lopez strikes out the side with a walk in between. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. And again, we can only put up a single-digit run. Absolutely crazy that we can't hit anything. I don't have any more words left to talk about. I can't even discuss it anymore. I just don't get what's going on with this team. I just don't get it. I have no idea. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I mean, I used to play. Maybe they're holding open tryouts. I mean, I know how to take a ball in the back. I can get on base. My on-base percentage could be huge. I have a very small strike zone. I don't hit for power. I hit for looks. When I go up to the plate, I look good hitting secondary. But you know what? I think that's what the Guardians are going for this year. I don't think they're really too thrilled or I don't think they have an agenda of wanting to hit the ball. So, anyways, it's been a little ridiculous. We'll see what happens. I don't think anything good's going to come in the next 2 innings. I think we're going to lose this game, which is going to suck for sure. Definitely going to suck. Oh, man. He did get an RBI, Chris. I just saw you said that. Yeah, he did get an RBI, but I don't know what to do. We're going bottom 7. We got 6 more outs left from the offensive end. But honestly, that's Freeman, Rocchio, Fry, Straw, Kwan, and Rosario again. I mean, it's not anything dangerous. Nothing dangerous. So, I don't know. Appreciate you guys stopping in, hanging out. Finish off this game. Maybe a miracle will happen. 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the White Sox. 2 runs, 6 hits, and an error. That was, I believe, Josh Bell or Rocchio. I don't know who they gave it to. Moncada, he's going to lead things off. The number 4 hole hitter. We got 4, 5, 6 coming up. That's Moncada, Vaughn, and Sheets. And Curry's now on to pitch. He's been decent this year. He's had his struggles at times. 0-1 to Moncada, and that is going to be foul ball down the left field. It's just on the line. And that is going to be Freeman making the out there. So 1 quick out here by Curry. That's what I like to see. Let's stop letting that leadoff hitter get on base. Let's go. Oh, so I just don't know what to do with this team. In my head, it's going a million miles an hour with how bad our offense is. I mean, I'm literally thinking to myself, Battenfield he's got like 3 runs in his last 4 runs in his last 5 starts, something like that. I mean, that's ridiculous. Vaughn, solo home run in the 4th, 0 for 1 on the day. And he is now down 0-2 in this count. Good swing, but couldn't catch up to that fastball up at the letters. Oh, Billy, I don't have time for that now. I mean, it's 10:20, man. Now we're starting to get. It's not football season, man. I don't. I didn't take my mid-afternoon nap today. I was not expecting to go into the wee hours of the evening. So I'm just hoping this one gets just over quickly. Just, bang, bang, done. Finish it. If anything was going to happen, the top of the 7th, we had to put up a crooked number. A 3, 4, 5 run inning. And we had the opportunity to, as Vaughn strikes out, and there's 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. I mean, we honestly had the opportunity. We had the opportunity last inning with nobody out and bases loaded, and 1 run scored. And it wasn't even because of us. It wasn't because of us. It was because Lopez decided to be erratic, throw a walk, and that's it. So, all right, well, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Curry, 1-0 pitch coming up to Sheets. Sheets had a home run. By the way, if I sound repetitive with this guy had a home run and this guy had a home run, it's because Battenfield just gives up home runs like it's candy to a baby. I mean, honestly, 1-1 now to Sheets. That one, quite honest, a gift off the plate in my opinion, but it's 1-1. Oh, ESPN's updating me. 46 point. Wow, the Heat are up by 12. Jeez, man. I can't believe they had that good of a third quarter. So, 2-1 pitch coming up. And that is roped down the right field line into seats that... It's kind of funny. Nobody's in this ballpark. Nobody wants to watch the White Sox, but the White Sox are doing way better right now than the Cleveland Guardians. So 2-2 pitch coming up. And that is down low. Oh! Well, it looks like the home plate umpire has a... Yeah, he's going to get thrown out. And Sheets has got a legitimate argument here. Yeah, Sheets just got thrown out of the game. That was a ball. That was in the dirt. And honestly, the home plate umpire needs to get questioned if he's got a dinner reservation in Chicago. Maybe he's got a dinner reservation at Michael Jordan's Steakhouse in Chicago, because that was not a strike three. I'll take it. We go top of the 8th, and it is a 7-2 ball game still in Chicago with the White Sox with a 5-run lead. So we're down to our last 6 outs. We'll see how it goes, but it's not looking great. It's not looking great at the moment. Not at the moment. Oh, all right. All right. Let's go. Well, I got to be honest. I'm a little disappointed Zunino's out of the game. I'm disappointed Zunino's out of the game. I really feel like, that was the only entertainment I had left with the Guardians, to just root against him. But, yeah. So, little disappointed in that. It happens. I'm sure Zunino will be right back in that starting lineup, because nobody wants to take him out. But yeah, I'm sure we'll get him right back in that starting lineup. All right. So we go to the top of the 8th. Let's see if our offense can do something. The answer is no. But hey, as I always say on my free pick videos, it'll be fun to try. So, what do we have? Who do we have? By the way, yeah, Sheets is 100% not, number 1, shouldn't have struck out. Number 2, shouldn't have been thrown out of the game. They're showing this. Sheets just went off, and rightfully so. All right, so here we go. Top 8. Kelly's now the pitcher. Freeman, 6, 7, 8 in the lineup. So we got Freeman, Rochillo, and I believe, David Fry now. That is a pitch that was higher in the strike zone than what Sheets got thrown out on. That is, and if Sheets is watching that in the showers or in the locker room, he's got to be pissed at that. 1-0 pitch. That is down. Check swing by Freeman, and he did not go, so it is 2-0. So 2-0. Kelly sets and delivers. That is right down the middle at 100 miles an hour, and it's 2-1. Freeman having a good season so far, only 5 for 14, so small sample size. He's been up and down. Off the plate, and it's 3-1. I will say the one thing about Freeman is he does have a good eye. He can have some good at bats. His on base percentage for a young kid is much higher than you would think, and I expect it to be that way for years to come. 3-1. Kelly delivers. That is swung on and fouled off, and 3-2 count coming up. It feels like we've had a 3-2 count to every hitter in the last, I don't know, hour. Yeah, Billy, he pointed at the dirt. And that pitch was almost in the dirt, quite honestly. I like this Kelly guy. He used to play, if I'm not mistaken, for the Twins or maybe the Blue Jays. Maybe both. I don't know. But I love his glasses. And there's a swing and a miss by Freeman. And throw over to first as it got away from the catcher. And there's one down here in the top of the 8th. Okay. So, the offense isn't coming. It's just not coming. And I think that's what annoys me the most, is we can't score after the 3rd inning for the most part. The one run we did score in the 7th, absolute fluke. That is going to be a strike. 0-1 here to Rochoyo. 0 for 3, grounded it last time up. He had a double play when we had something going with nobody out. And he's going to foul that one off and be down in the hole 0-2. So, you just look at this lineup, and where do you see the offense come? Until Naylor got hot, it was just literally Ramirez and maybe Kwan and Rosario at times. Bell, there's no consistency 1 through 9 on who's gonna hit the baseball. The 0-2 pitch from Kelly, and that is grounded to first base. Vaughn's gonna take it himself. 2 outs here, top 8. Interesting to see who comes out to pitch in the bottom of the 8th in kind of a mop-up game for the Guardians bullpen. So, Zunino will not be hitting in this spot. It's going to be David Fry, who got a single his last time up. This guy, I know he's not related, but just this guy looks to me, and because his last name starts F-R-Y, or his whole name's F-R-Y, he reminds me of like Travis Fryman a little. I don't know why, but maybe it's just because the Fry part of it. 2 for 9 on the season with a single and a run. 1 for 1 in this game. He came around and scored last inning on that walk. Down the count 0-2 as he swings on a slider out of the zone there. And Kelly is now just 11 pitches into this inning with a chance to close this out. 0-2 pitch. That is down. Same kind of pitch there. And this time Fry lays off of it. And it's 1-2. Come on, man. One time, just get a run. And that is in the dirt. 2-2. Just getting so sick of the Guardians. I just don't know what to do with this team. I didn't even have time to put my rally hat on because by the time the new pitcher came in, it just was strikeout, walk, strikeout. There's a ground ball to third. That one was really a shot. It's going to be picked by Vaughn. Nice job there, and we go to the bottom of the 8th, 7-2. So, Guardians just continue to be a cluster of nonsense, and we're 3 outs away from losing again. And it's not just losing again, it's losing another series again. We lost yesterday. If we lose today, that's another series. We've won 1 series since April 14th. That's absolutely ridiculous, guys. 1 series since April 14th? Come on. Right? What are we doing? I have so many problems with that. I do think Tito honestly should be on the hot seat just to put some pressure on this team. You know? Put a little bit of pressure on this team. Make them think that all their jobs are on the line. If Tito's is on the line, every single person's job on this team should be on the line. I don't know. I'm a man of few words tonight. We have a small group in here anyways. I don't even know what to talk about, man. This team is so bad. How many different ways could you say that a team is bad? I guess maybe I should start learning other languages so I can, like, in Japanese, say how bad. German. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start learning different languages. Maybe I can live stream in German or Japanese. Oh. Did we just hit the first batter? No. Zavala, who is the catcher now, batting $159, takes one up and in from Curry. It's ball one. 1-0. Bottom 8, nobody on, nobody out. First batter here. 7, 8, 9 is who we're going to see for the White Sox. That is swung on and missed. It's now 1-1. Come on, man. I turned the hat backwards, maybe to get something going. Doesn't really matter, though, because we need offense. We don't need defense. Who cares what Curry does? It's already a 5-run lead. Good pitch there, though. And it is now going to be 1-2. Yep. That's right, Billy. 100%, sir. So, 1-2. Curry just trying to get us to the 9th inning so we can get on a plane and go to New York and face a Mets team who hasn't looked good, but will probably, sweep us. Oh, I'm sorry. We have one more game tomorrow. I'm sorry. I forgot. We don't have a travel day today. It's tomorrow. Oh, 2-2 coming up to Zavala. What a great name. I love names like that. That's a really, really nice name. The 2-2 is swung on and fouled out of play. That is swung on and driven to deep right field. Brennan back on the track and makes the catch. Just 2 steps shy of the track. Not a bad run there. Good effort also put in by the backup catcher. So 1 out here, bottom of the 8th. Brennan taking all the way back. Just about 2 steps from the wall. Makes a nice catch. I'm glad it did fall there. I don't think he was aware of how close the wall was. So, who do we have up? Berger's up, the 8-hole hitter. Alberto should be on deck as the 9. First pitch strike to Berger. 2 for 3, single 2-run home run. Again, it's like everybody had a home run, but most of the back of the end. I think 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 out of those 4 guys had home runs. So 1-1 the count now to Berger. Set and delivery by Curry. Swung on and missed. 87-mile-an-hour changeup. Nice pitch there. And it is going to be 1-2. Let's go, Curry. Take us to the 9th, where we get a 5-run rally, where we could maybe do the same thing the Mets did to the Rays today. Rays were up by 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th. Lost the game 8-7. In extras. They were actually up 2 runs in the top of the 10th and lost that lead. There is a shot into the gap. That's going to fall, and it's going to be a double by Berger off the wall. It could be more. He might push it for 3. He's going for 3. It's going to be a slide-in triple. And there's a runner on third now with 1 out. And not that they need the insurance run, but hey, let's just give it to them anyway. Why not? Why not just continue to give them more, right? God, it's a gapper, and I don't know what happened there. Just a bad kick, I think, off the wall. Straw didn't play it real well. Berger's got some speed for a big dude. He was not a great slide into third. Luckily, it wasn't closer. And so we're going to have Alberto, the number 9 hole hitter, with a chance here to add an extra run and just put us out of our misery. 7-2. White Sox, bottom 8, 1 on, 1 out. Alberto is going to ground at to third. Freeman's going to walk him back to third and throw Alberto out at first. So 2 outs, and that's a nice job by Freeman as the infield was in there just a bit. Berger, as fast as he got over to third, was not going to try to go home on that. Tim Anderson, rolling over to the top of the order, I think for the 5th or 6th time. I think 5th time. Anderson, 2 for 4 on the night. 2 singles, an RBI, a stolen base very easily against Mike Zunino earlier. He's 0 for 1 or 0 and 1 against Curry here, and Curry throws one by him. It's now quickly 0 and 2. Come on, let's go to the 9th. Let's score 6 runs. And let's just win a game that we should not win. The 0-2. Up and high at 93 miles an hour. And it's 1 and 2. The 1-2 fouled off. We'll do it again at 76. Took a lot off of that. Big breaking ball there by Curry. One time, man, just let's 6 runs. I don't even care what happens here. 6 runs is what we're going to need in the 9th. That's inside. It's now 2 and 2 to Anderson. Don't forget, I'll be back here Friday night as the Guardians will take on the New York Mets. 2-2 pitch to Anderson. That is swung on and missed. And we go to the 9th. Down 5. Could have been worse there. Good job by Curry to, after a runner got to third, to get the next 2. So we go to the top of the 9th. Chicago White Sox 7. Cleveland Guardians 2. And it all starts with just one guy. One guy. If we can just get one guy on base and go from there, maybe we'll have a chance. I doubt we will. Let's get some scores around the league real quick. There have been some finals. That Yankees-Toronto game, which was we had the Blue Jays as our Patreon pick. They ended up winning 3-0 in extras. The game went 0-0 into the 10th inning, and there was a walk-off home run, if I'm not mistaken. There had to have been. Let's see who walked it off. There was a walk-off home run by Jansen. Yeah, to win the game, and they take a 3-0 win over the New York Yankees. Other scores around the league still going on. Cubs 6, Houston Astros 3. Everything else went final. Atlanta came back over Texas, won 6-5. St. Louis won 3-0 over Milwaukee. The Mets, as I mentioned, stormed back. They were down 5-2 in the bottom of the 9th. They score 3 in the bottom of the 9th, take it into the top of the 10th. The Rays score 2, and then in the bottom of the 10th, the Mets score 3 more and win 8-7. That was our free pick winner off our video today, so that one came home. Hey, it doesn't matter how you find the gold as long as you beat the leprechaun, if that's not my favorite quote of all time. But, yeah, we got it done. I think that's our 4th winner in a row there. So we go to the top of the 9th, and speaking of scoring 3+ runs in the 9th inning, we're going to need the Guardians to do about double of that to get a lead here. The White Sox, who aren't in many closing situations, actually don't even have one here, as they're up 5 runs on 12 hits and no errors. Guardians 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error, and we will see for the Chicago White Sox, again, with their bad bullpen, not too great of a guy, but it is going to be Graven. 17 appearances, a 1-2 record, 3.86 ERA. The guy barely averages 1 strikeout, so the ball is going to be put into play. And we're going to start things off with Miles Straw here and see if he can't get something going. How about we'll do rally cap, like backward to the side. Let's see if we can't get something going. 2:35 left. In a hitter in Straw, who leads us off, who's now at a 1-1 count here. So, all right, this just hurts my head, and we're down by 6. 1-1, and a check swing by Straw, who did not go, and it's now 2-1. Just get on base, Straw, then let Quan do his thing, let Rosario do his thing, which is strike out, and then let Jimenez do his thing. Yeah, Chris, it's a good point. I assume you're meaning like the Guardians bullpen, like a bad bullpen's. Oh, or maybe you're talking about the White Sox having a bad bullpen. Yo, that's true too. I do think pitching will always trump hitting for sure. I thought you were talking about how our bullpen is sometimes bad, and that's easier to forgive than the bad offense. You know, it's just, yeah, I mean, we're horrible. But Miles Straw is going to lead us off with a walk. And when you're down 6 and there's nobody out, that's the one thing that's going to give you some shining light and maybe a sliver of hope. So, Steven Kwan is now up. And let's see if he can't get on base. I mean, it doesn't matter. You just got to get, however you want to get on base, just get on base. There's the first pitch strike to Quan. I honestly think just lean into one. Somebody's got to lean into one right here. Just get on base. Ooh, if he did, that was the pitch to do it. It was up and in. You could have just turned your shoulder and taken it. But Quan gets out of the way and it's now 1-1. All you had to do was just turn your shoulder, man. We would have had first and second with nobody out. Graven sets and delivers the Quan. That is up and should have been ball 2, but instead swung on and fouled out, or fouled off, and it's now 1-2. Come on. One time, man. Just one time. There's a ground ball to third. That's going to go to 2, and that's all they're going to get. So 1 out with a runner on first still. I think I have allergies right now. I can't. I'm like sniffling. So 1 out, 1 on. Rosario 0 for 4 on the day. Again, this guy's absolutely hit or miss. You just never know what's coming with this guy. And that is going to be strike called. Rosario, down in the count, 0-1, top 9, and there's a ground ball. This could end the game. There's 1 to second, over to first. That'll do it, and that is a final from Guaranteed Rate Field. The Cleveland Guardians 2, the Chicago White Sox 7. This is an app. I'm going to make this quick, guys, because I'm not sticking around for post-game of nonsense. This was so bad. Everybody gets a 0 in my book. This was an awful game. My keys to the game was, can Battenfield go 5 innings? No, he can't. Can we give Battenfield more than 1.3 runs of support? No, we couldn't. We scored 1 run up until the 7th inning. So this is an awful team. This is an awful baseball game. This was an awful baseball game to watch. Everybody gets zeros up and down the board, with maybe the exception of Quan and Straw. The bookends actually set the table, but Rosario, Jimenez, Bell might get a 3, but Rosario, Jimenez, Brennan, Freeman, Rochoyo, Zunino, as always, gets a negative 5,000. I don't know what we're doing. I'm going to be back Friday, guys, against the Mets. Will I be in a better mood? Probably, because it'll be Friday. And all I know that just means I'll get to spend time with my wife during the weekend, and we can hang out together. So that's the only reason I'll be in a good mood. It will be one extra game. If Zunino plays tomorrow, his strikeout tracker could go up to 50. So who knows? I appreciate you guys for stopping by to watch this shit show. And I will see you guys on Friday nights. Don't forget, tomorrow is our Poker League tournament, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you do want to sign up and you're not signed up yet for the Poker League, email me at grandstandbetters@gmail.com, and I will get you signed up for the Poker League. You can play absolutely. There's a free way to play, and there's a paid way to play. So if you want to play some free poker with some good friends of the community, just shoot me an email and I'll get you signed up. See you, Billy, tomorrow for poker. Looking forward to it. And I will see everybody else on Friday when it's Guardians and Mets. Have a good night. I am going to bed.